Welcome to the Strategy with Jason podcast. Tune in for everything you need to know to stay in the know regarding the automotive industry. Here's your host, Jason Harris.
Hey, what is up, Podcast Nation? I am Jason Harris, and I have with me today, to my right, left. Look at that. I got Jordan Cox, and then below, the one, the only, the oh so famous, at least that's what he paid me to say, Mr. Derek.
Well done.
I'm messing with you, man. What's up, Derek? How you doing?
Doing great, man. How y'all doing?
Oh, doing great.
Oh man, I feel like, look, it's the couple weeks before Super Bowl and ADA. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
One moment you're like, oh yeah, oh this is gonna be awesome, and then the next minute you're like, holy shit, it's coming.
Yeah, I know. A lot of work to be done, and I'm putting a lot of hours in before NADA, man. So and then the Super Bowl is going to be hopefully a good one this year. It'd be great. And
no, it's literally oh, that's right. It is the Super, because the Super Bowl is right after.
right after.
That's right.
The national championship's right before Monday night, and the Super Bowl's right after.
So I know, Derek, you're a betting man. So who we betting against?
Who we betting against or for?
Who are we betting for?
Ohio State.
Okay. All right.
Ohio State without a doubt.
Fair enough.
I think Notre Dame's really good, but I think Ohio State is just
they've
got too many weapons.
Well, yeah, we're talking college football now. So okay, all right. Yep. So yes, look, you saw what they did to Tennessee. You saw what they did to
Oregon.
Oh, yeah, Oregon. Come on, I love Oregon. I love the
Texas. So two of the best SEC teams and one of the best teams in the Big Ten. Yeah,
they came out in the first 15 minutes, just demolished these people.
Yeah, I know. They look good.
By the way, Jordan, just this is why I never go live. Like I haven't been an intro to the podcast.
This is why we pre-produce everything, right?
This is why we pre-produce everything, this is why I never go live, because I'm just like
this is the Vegas betting version. This is a sportsbook version of Jason Harris.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm like, hey, Derek's on the phone. Let's catch up. How you doing? How's your mother? That's Lindsay.
Nice. It's great.
Yeah, forget strategy with Jason. We're doing booking and betting with Jason, right?
That's true.
Dude, I've done so many variations. We've done breakfast with Jason, after hours with Jason,
coffee with Jason,
with Jason. I don't know. I've done so. It's actually kind of embarrassing.
The drive with Jason.
The drive with Jason.
Hot toddy with Jason.
Yeah, the after hours. 3 a.m. at Waffle
the speakeasy
House.
With Jason.
Yeah.
With Jason. That's the 3 o'clock one.
The 3 o'clock one. Well, hey,
It's
Derek,
tough.
man, thanks for taking the time to come join with me. I'm literally going live for the next 3 hours and talking to everybody and anybody I personally want to talk to. That's the best part about doing my show. I get to choose who the hell I'm with. I want to talk to everybody about NADA. So let's kick off at this, man. Like, what are you excited about? Like, what about NADA gets you excited? I'm just curious.
What gets me excited about NADA is it's just a chance to kind of link up with a lot of people I don't see during the year. That's one thing. And the networking aspect of it's phenomenal. I'm not a big walk the floor expo guy, but I love the breakout sessions. I love the dinners, the networking aspect. That's one thing that I really appreciate about NADA, and some of the other smaller conferences are good too, but NADA is what brings most of the people together in one spot there. And there's a lot of great events,
dude. And it's going to be a really fun event. It's a little bit of sensory overload. I gotta be honest with me, for I think about NADA, and I went to NADA for about a decade as a dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then now it's almost a decade as a vendor, which Derek, is it weird when you get to a certain age and you start
different?
Different. Talking about shit in like decades? Is that?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if that's wrong or right. Anyways, guys, just so you know, when I started my career in the automotive industry, I had a full, beautiful set of hair, kind of similar to Jordan over there.
Yeah, my hairline's kind of racing and try to get to the back of my neck. So, I'm trying to keep it as long as I can, brother.
I would pay good money to see Jason Harris with a full head of hair.
Okay, there's a video. I gotta find it. There's a video of
That'd
somebody.
be hard to look at because I'm not used to seeing them like that.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
It's kind of like seeing Dwayne the Rock Johnson with a full head of hair. You know,
It's awkward, right? When you see him with hair, like it's like
weird.
It's so
or people
weird.
that have a beard and they shave it, and you're like, whoa, you know, that's what you look like.
You guys, when I was a kid, you know, I'm a kid of the '80s because I had a rat tail.
That's right.
Right? Like, you know, you're a kid of the '80s when you have a rat tail.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's it. That's it, man.
And
Billy Ray Cyrus, baby.
That's right. You know what I mean? We should bring that back. Can I bring back the rat tail?
I don't know, man.
How weird would that be if I just showed up?
As long as they don't bring the 90s clothing back, I'm fine, man. That clothing on 90210 and all those 90s shows, oh my God. The big jeans and
yeah, those I had jeans, I swear, like the bottom of them were like this big. I could like sweep the floor as I walked around.
That was terrible, man. Just don't bring that back. You can bring back the 80s, bring back the 70s, which is my favorite decade, even though I was a kid. But at least music-wise, it's my favorite decade. 70s and 80s.
All right. So since you brought up 70s, best era of automotive, by far or none. All right. I see we got a what is that? A Challenger?
1970 Challenger.
Yeah, 1970. Is that
it's a RT.
Is that the car, or is there another one that like really gets you going?
That's one of the cars. The reason this is in my office, and it featured in the movie Vanishing Point. And Vanishing Point is like this really cool like indie film that came out in the early 70s. I think maybe 71. That might be a 71. It's either a 70 or 71 Challenger RT. But it's just the coolest movie. It's like a cat and mouse kind of chase movie. The cops are chasing this guy, and he didn't rob a bank or anything. He just needs to deliver this car to San Francisco from Denver in like, I don't know, some ridiculous amount of time. And so anyway, I love the movie. So I found this online a few years ago, and it's always been in my office. So
that's awesome. I love it. All right, Jordan, so we're talking car movies. Jordan, what's your favorite car movie? And you can't
my favorite one.
I mean, I know you're younger than us.
Yeah, Cars.
No,
okay,
Cars.
Cars 2.
He likes Tater.
Cars 3.
Or is it Tater? Yeah, Mater.
Mater. Tater. Tater.
I think Tater or Teeter or one of those are from Yellowstone. I got it mixed up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, T. My favorite movie with cars would have been. Do you guys remember? Oh man, what was that one? It was the one with the Mini Coopers. This would have been in like 2000.
Oh, the Italian Job.
Yeah, the Italian Job.
Right.
Italian Job. Mark Wahlberg.
But the original one in the 70s.
That was Michael Caine, maybe.
Yeah, Michael Caine
was in it, and boy, he knows how to make a character. Do you know what I mean?
I know he's good.
Like,
he's good.
Don't get me wrong. Wahlberg was pretty good at it, but the original one though. But I do like that though, Jordan, because they didn't CGI any of that crap.
See, that's the cool thing. See, the CGI I can't do the CGI, man. Can't do the blowing up stuff, and it just still looks fake. I don't care how good the technology is. It
doesn't look good.
Like if you watch Titanic or Pearl Harbor, you know, which are now those movies are 20, 25, 30 years old. They didn't use any CGI. They used real sets with these big mock-up boats, and you know, that's the cool stuff. But no, I can't do the CGI.
Well, mine hands down, and it's one of the ones that kind of turned me on to the car business a little bit, right? Is Steve McQueen the Bullet.
Oh, the 68 fastback Mustang.
Man. Yeah. That fastback. Remember it was the dark green with kind of the cream.
You mean this one?
Whoa.
Yes. That one?
Yeah,
and just,
dude.
You know, it had the
there it is.
Wooden steering wheel, which I had the opportunity to own a Mustang with a wooden steering wheel. And there's something about a natural wooden steering wheel. It's like the best thing in the world, right?
Yeah.
You know, and just the shifter, you know, the solid wood ball shifter.
Well, you just landed on my favorite car, man. That's it.
Dude, that movie turned me on. I was like, I love cars.
Still the number one chase scene in all of car movies, I think.
Well, I think it was like one of the best ones ever made. Anyways, I think we were supposed to talk about NADA in this podcast.
Let's talk about NADA. We probably lost a lot of people already.
I think that's what it is. It's all right. Here's the one thing I love about going live. It like re-loops itself to the algorithm like 52 more times after we're done. Okay, so I want to talk about the dealer vendor mixer. Because it is, you know, like, dude, love the concept. I'm like, once Jeff from AET reached out, goes, bro, you want to do this with me? I was like, absolutely. Like, just the idea of just having a cool party where it's like, we're not here to like sell you stuff. We're just here to like actually just have fun. Like, let's get dealers and vendors and let's just mix them up and stick a bunch of Mardi Gras beads on each other.
There
and
you go.
Prizes and Jello shots and whatever.
I love it.
Love it.
And I think they have a jazz band too there, which is really cool. I heard. So
yes,
that'd be really.
We got a jazz band, dude. More crawfish and oysters than I think it's humanly possible to consume. Like I saw it was like by the pound. And I'm like, we ordered by the pound. Like, what are we doing with 110 pounds of crawfish?
Love it.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Creole sauce with it, man. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. And then I think we got a bourbon and cigar bar, and like, anyways, it's just gonna be a good time, guys. If you're out there watching, listening, and you got to reach out. Derek, I think you still have a few tickets left yourself, don't you?
We do. We still have some tickets left, so anybody can reach out to me at Derek DEREK at thetechloop.com. And if you need tickets, I've got some.
Now, I haven't caught up with you in a while, and Tech Loop is your new baby.
Yeah, Tech Loop is
tell me more about it.
Yeah, Tech Loop is kind of it's basically dovetailing off my other company eDrive, but a lot different in a sense of we're getting out of just kind of like building widgets and stuff. We want to get into custom technology development, stuff like that. But out of Tech Loop, we have produced Dealers Loop, which is our platform. And it's the first kind of, I like to call it like an intersectional kind of social media network for auto dealers exclusively, with the jobs board and vehicle listings and where dealers can source inventory. Also vendor ratings. We're adding a lot of other really cool curated podcast and educational content. So if you think LinkedIn meets Kayak, that's what we're putting together, and that's what Dealers Loop's going to be. And I'm very excited. We're launching in June. That's awesome. And at the Mixer, we're going to have kind of that video loop going, kind of the reel. We're going to have some information there and be able to talk about it.
Is that online yet? Like is the website up and running yet? So
yeah, you can go to dealersloop.com, and but you have the cool thing is it's closed network and it's exclusively to dealers, man. So it's not like LinkedIn where it's kind of turned into Facebook Lite.
Yeah.
And, LinkedIn still has a lot of value. Don't get me wrong. I use it a lot, but this is going to be something entirely different, to where dealers can land and understand what's going on in the industry almost on a ticker level, like a stock ticker level, where it's immediate real-time information, real-time vehicle listings, real-time postings, real-time messaging, and basically collaboration.
Dude, okay, I'm curious because I love the idea, by the way. Love it. But what was that kind of that aha moment for you? Where was because it's not like it's not like you saw a toaster and let me build a better toaster.
Mm-hmm.
This is nothing else like this exists. So I'm just kind of were you just laying in bed one day and it's this came to you? What was that aha moment for you?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, this has been kind of embedded in my brain and kind of a vision that I've had for maybe the last couple years. And as I would go out and speak to vendors, to dealers, I started noticing that there was really no one platform where everyone can come into that platform and have a large aggregation platform or aggregator platform where we're aggregating all the content from not just the Jason Harris podcast, but maybe the Pash podcast, the Kane podcast, and nice. Aggregating all the vehicle listings from all of the marketplaces and aggregating all of the vendors and giving vendors a chance to enhance their listings, let dealers rate those vendors, based on their experiences. And so it's been something I've been thinking about for a long time. But then what I did is I assembled an advisory committee, as you know, Jason.
Yeah, you invited me, which is crazy.
Yes, well, you are the newest member to the advisory council. Let's call it a council. I don't want to call it a committee, but advisory council. I assembled what I call the Magnificent Seven. I got 7 people together that I think are tip of the spear in automotive. They're just really, really intelligent people, probably a hell of a lot more intelligent than me. But I got them together and I said, look, I'm going to run this by you. And before I dedicate my time to it, and before I go out and raise capital, et cetera, you need to tell me if I'm crazy or if you think it's a good idea. And
I think it's a great idea, dude. And I'm excited to kind of see it play out. Hey, for real quick, Derek, because I know we're getting towards the tail of our time with you, because I know I got Will in the background and he's going to jump on here in a minute.
Nice.
For everybody out there watching and listening who would love to connect with you and just learn some more, what's the best way to do so, Derek?
You could go to you can contact me at Derek, DEREK, at thetechloop, just how it sounds.com. My cell is 904-687-8510. Anybody can text me at any time. Just let me know. And we have a couple events on our own. We have a couple dinners we've set up for the 22nd, 23rd. One's at Tableau. The other one's at Irene's. So I can send out more information on that. But
absolutely,
feel free to reach out
below when you get a second.
What'd you say?
Drop it in the comments down below when you get a second.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Hey, Derek, thank you so much for jumping on and just catching up.
You got it, man. I'm always willing to catch up with you and talk to you, man. It's a lot of fun.
Been a blast.
We usually spend the first 20 minutes bullshitting, but after that, we get the content.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
Thanks, Derek, man. You have yourself a good one. I will see you in NADA here real soon.
Sounds great, brother. Good to see you and Jordan. Take care, man.
Thanks. All right. We have Will McGinnis with us. Will, what's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Hey,
Will in the house.
I was frozen for a second. How you doing?
Good, man. Good. We are we're going live for like the next 3 hours, just like talking to everybody about NADA and all things exciting. And we've already talked a little bit about sports betting. We've talked about our favorite car movies. I don't know, dude. This is actually the problem that I have when I go live, is that I just literally have no structure at all. So I'll find like that. I'll be like, hey, Will, how's your mother? How's things going? What's up? How you doing?
That's awesome.
Well, let's do this. Let's kick this off real quick for an intro. For everybody out there watching, listening right now, who don't know who you are or anything about Full Throttle, give us the quick intro, man.
Yeah, I'm Will McGinnis. I'm the director of sales for Full Throttle .ai. I've been here almost 3 years. A lot of folks in the automotive space know me from my time at Cox Automotive. Was running sales teams and training for vAuto for quite a while. And then had a little hiatus at Facebook and Meta and a startup called Fluency.
Nice. I think I've heard of those companies before, right?
A few of them.
Just those little guys, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, I'm asking everybody this. I'm here to get your thoughts as well. All right. And I'm going to get Jordan's thoughts on this too. Like, I'm going to ask both of you guys, what do you love about NADA? I'll start with you, Will, and then I'm going to get it from Jordan too. What do you love about it? What gets you excited?
I think at this point, I think my first NADA was, I want to say like 08, 09.
Gee. Was that San Francisco?
It was San Francisco. It was Super Bowl weekend, Packers and Steelers. If I remember
that. Yeah.
Like it was literally on the Super Bowl weekend. In I forget what the name was, AT&T Ballpark. Like I remember the track, like rented it out. I think at this point now, and thankfully I've only ever, in the automotive space been with 3 vendors from that perspective. It's the people. I've had the opportunity, I think a big catapult for me in the automotive space was getting on Twitter back in 08 during Cash for Clunkers and like joining those automotive chats. And there were so many people that I had connected with digitally that had never met in real life.
Yeah.
And NADA was kind of one of those places where we had those, quote unquote IRL meetups. And now, fast forward this, however long that is, a long time. We don't
Yeah.
need to count. It's still the people. I love the car business.
Yeah. It's the people, man. I'm totally with you. I love the fact that you bring up 2008, because I do actually want to talk about, because that was a very transitional time, just like very
Who are
very,
you telling?
you know what I mean? It's just like, it kind of reminds me of like now, kind of like this time in the industry, and then there's a lot of similarities to it. Anyways, Jordan, I want to hear from you, man. What do you love about that?
Dude, I just love seeing everybody. Like last year, you're not gonna believe this, but last year, so 2024 was my first time at NADA. I had wanted to go
Come
for
on.
probably 10 years since I knew about it. Yeah. Isn't that nuts?
That is-
So going there in Vegas, that was my first time there. I saw people like Will for the first time, like in person, to kind of like hang out, see them. But like I think it's the actual like community connection you can see with people, because you can go places, you can do things, but it's all tied back to just connecting deeper with people. Like that's what I love.
Well, and look, I mean, I think that is the intent of NADA, and the expo hall is definitely has changed a lot since '08. I mean, seriously, right? I mean, it is for me, it's almost sensory overload. It's like, let's find every jumbotron in the continental US, and we'll bring it into an indoor building, and we'll set it up at every booth humanly possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I will say though, it is very beneficial. I see there's a lot of benefit to be able to go to an event like this, and especially for Full Throttle, you guys are that very interesting niche kind of right now. It's like it's very hot. I mean, I think a lot of dealers are going to be shopping for an AI partner if they haven't found one yet, or maybe they may be looking to replace one, right? I mean,
Sure.
I think what we did is we saw a fair amount of people come out and claim they had an AI. I think we've kind of worked our way through most of those, and we're almost kind of settling on kind of like, I would say like the big six. But it's an interesting time. So here, Will, I got a question for you. For any dealers out there watching, listening right now, or maybe watching to this later or something like that, and are coming to NADA looking for an AI partner, what kind of advice would you share with them?
Well, I think, AI is such a broad term.
For sure.
And it continues to be used in a very broad manner.
Mhm.
I think, identifying and defining what that is for you, I think is critical step number one. Number two would probably be understanding the rules and regulations around all of those components that you're thinking about using, whether it's a chatbot, whether it's an identity resolution organization, or, any variation of sorts there. I think there's a lot of really cool ways to use AI. I'm a big proponent of it. At least until Arnold Schwarzenegger shows up in a different way. But
Maybe the Tesla bot, but yes, you're right. Yes.
yeah, Tesla bot. But like, I think defining AI is critical step number one, and then in maintaining whatever regulations are around the tools that you're looking at, whether it be something like us, so we do identity resolution and marketing, or whether it's chatbot, or whether it's copy, writing copy, or some variation.
No, that's a really good point. I mean, I think anybody out there watching and listening need to understand that this technology touches many different aspects and many different processes, and so when you go into kind of figuring out who and which AI solution or services you're going to buy into, understand that it may not be one, and that there's a large gamut of stuff that covers everything from financing, that covers before the sale and communication, and then during the sale, and then after the sale and the servicing of it. There's a lot of different aspects, and I think you're right. I think operationally we have to look and see kind of where we want to focus on, and then kind of attack that area first. It's one of those things, like, take a bite at a time. Don't try to like like swallow the whole cookie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, we're cookie-less, so you don't have to worry about that.
There we go. See, I don't even have to swallow.
Really appreciate it.
Okay, now for everybody, what's the booth number? How do I find you? What's the best way to connect?
1001 is our booth number. You'll find me at NADA. I'm on LinkedIn. All of my socials are WillMCG32, but LinkedIn Will McGinnis. Fullthrottle.ai is our website. Really excited about our dealer vendor mixer too on Friday night.
Yes.
Which just so happens to be my birthday.
What?
Not to throw it out there, but I won't do shots with you, Jordan.
It's a party for your birthday, right?
I'll do shots with you, Will.
Yeah. But yeah,
we're gonna sing "Happy Birthday" for you. Is what we're saying.
Right. Excited.
Yes. Yes. There'll be. I can guarantee you 500 plus drunken automotive friends that will absolutely sing Will McGinnis "Happy Birthday." So hey, awesome. and I believe you guys still do have some passes for the dealer vendor mixer. So people can still connect with you if they want to grab a ticket, right?
Yeah. Definitely just reach out. LinkedIn. It's also my first last name at fullthrottle.ai.
Awesome. Hey, Will, thanks for taking the time to come jam with us, man. I really appreciate it. I will literally see you in like a week and change.
A week, baby.
Looking forward to it, gentlemen.
Bye, Will. Thanks.
Bye, Will. See ya. Look
okay.
at that.
Who? All right. I got another victim. Here we go. Who's on? Here we go. Oh wait, I know this guy. Hey, have you seen this guy before? What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Dude, I'm doing great. Like me and Jordan decided so we have all these recordings that we need to record, and we got to talk about the dealer vendor. We're going to talk about NADA, and more likely we'll probably talk about bunch of other stupid stuff too. But I was like, dude, we should just instead of recording these things, we should just go live for like 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
And here's the funny thing is like Jordan's about equally as crazy as I am. So he's just like, hell yeah, let's do it, So that's what we're doing. I think we got like 18 people that are jumping on, I don't know, over the next couple hours, and we're just talking everything NADA, man. So okay, Christian, here's my question.
Sure.
How many NADAs is this for you, brother?
Probably around 14.
That's a good chunk, man. So your first one would have been 2011?
Probably like 2009, but I missed a couple.
9? You missed a couple? Okay, so 9 would have been, I think that would have been Vegas, right? I don't know. It was definitely Vegas because I don't even remember. It was most definitely Vegas. I remember. All right, man. Well, here's my first question, and I got a handful of them for you. But what do you love about NADA and why?
Dealerships is a special cross section of the country, and it's nice to be around so many lions at once.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy the dinners. I'm looking forward to our party. And I think some of the best moments happen in the hallways and just when you run into people. And it's nice to see friends on the vendor side as well, just checking in. And a lot of these people I've known for over a decade or more. And so it's usually the only time I see them, though. So it's nice to kind of catch up and see what's going on with their family and their kids and stuff. And
now, did you do the booth? Did you do the booth craziness?
Not this time.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, we've gone real big with the booths. We've had 20 by 20 with the foosball table and television, and the only thing on the television the whole time is the live foosball that's happening the whole time. And
I love it.
But we don't tend to get treated too well by NADA.
You know what? I've noticed that too. I'm with you. If I did a booth, it would probably be like a dozen Donkey Kong machines and like 3 kegs. Like that is what would make up my booth. You know,
everyone's giving away stuff. I thought it was, it'd be fun to do like an experience. You know,
Yeah,
people
right.
don't play foosball every day, but most people don't. And so,
and that's fun because like dealers, we're all egotistic, narcissists.
yeah.
So like I have, no matter what it is, I have to beat the person next to me. I don't give a crap if it's like trivia or if it's foosball. I still got to beat them. You know what I mean?
Getting people to just come out of their shell too. So you get to kind of just act a fool for a minute. And
it's because we're all number one, by the way. You know that? And seriously, think about this. Christian, tell me, and you're on the website, so you've seen tons of marketing messages from hundreds, if not thousands of dealerships. Okay. Have you ever seen a dealership run a "We're number 2" campaign?
Not yet.
No, I'm trying to get someone to do it because who doesn't like a good number 2? But
I've seen dealers actually name their business, number one. It's like that's the only thing they're number one in is their actual name.
We're the number one this. We're number one. Well, you actually know why. That's actually super old school. If you actually saw somebody that did that, that is incredibly old school because you know why? Numbers showed up before letters in the yellow pages.
Yeah, and pound signs before.
And that's why you still see AAA Motors.
Yeah.
All right, because AAA would be the first listing.
Yeah.
Until somebody was smart enough to go 4A. Anyways, I guess.
Yeah, 1A.
1A, right? But we're number one. We're number one. Come on, Jordan, you know that. If you everyone's number one. All right. I got a quick question. Actually, for both of you guys. All right. Who's going to take the Super Bowl?
Ooh.
Jordan, I'll let you answer first, and then I'm going to see what Christian's.
No, I'll let Christian go first.
Okay, fine.
I don't know.
I would have to know who's in the playoffs.
Okay, all right.
How about the Cowboys?
I know it's not going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yes.
It's not our year, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are building a new stadium, so give us 2 years, and we will be.
Hey, I saw the designs for that. That looks
it's beautiful,
pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell. Is it enclosed or is it open? I couldn't.
Closed, and
it is enclosed.
It's mostly enclosed. I think they have like one of those, sheets that are going to go over the top of it. But it's a $1.5 billion project. They're actually not tearing down the existing stadium entirely, but they're tearing it like down to the studs and rebuilding in that same location. But it's a full like revitalization of that area and stuff like that too. So there's a lot of like retail and restaurants and stuff going into. It's going to be really nice.
I love when they do stuff like that because it really creates an experience, right? It's one thing like I'm in Tennessee. The Titans are doing the same thing. They're rebuilding their stadium right next door, and then going to knock down the existing one, and then build out like this whole like kind of like where was I recently? Oh, I was at a Braves game. Like the Battery there. I don't know if you guys have been to Atlanta. Have you been to Braves? It was awesome. Like, this whole city. Yeah. It's like this whole city sitting outside of the stadium. You get all kinds of stuff. All right, Jordan, who do you think is going to win?
Dude, I don't know. Do you think it's going to be close?
No, it's going to be a shutdown. It's going to be a shutdown. All right,
Chiefs it's good, right?
Actually, it is. I'm gonna go back to this rabbit hole of experience. Because you want to talk about, I know. Look, this is what happens when I'm live. I'm like, the Super Bowl. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. Let's go back to the rabbit hole of experience because Remora brings the experience.
You got that right.
Oh, I did that. I was like, you see that? I'm like, all smooth. Or you know what my kids call it? It's not smooth anymore. It's called Rizzy. You know that? No, I didn't know that.
You got Riz.
The other day I heard them talking like this. So like last night I was done work. I come inside. I'm like, guys, I'm the Riz master. And my kids like lost it on me. And I'm like, I don't even know what I just said, but they think it's hilarious. So I think it's going to change my name. Say Jason Harris, AKA Riz Master.
Dude, speaking of Riz, you seen Toothman Ford's website? Remora, baby.
Dude, no, I might be biased, but like Christian, you guys do build some badass websites. I'm just gonna say it straight up. You guys build some badass websites. For everybody out there watching, listening that don't know, all right, just how badass your websites are. Why don't you just give us a little rundown? Tell us like what makes the company unique compared to everybody else out there.
Sure. Well, We are born of the business. We're the only ones who beat Auto Trader, TrueCar, Car Gurus, and Organic Search. We do that with a technical advantage that I basically invented in 2008 and have refined ever since. This
that beard you have, right?
Just kidding. Beard's new. Beard's new. You know, I used to be totally against facial hair, but then it grew on me.
It grew on me. That's a bad joke. Sorry. Go ahead.
But you know, I know they appreciate our high level of service. It's very much like a white glove luxury experience. We're same day service on almost every request and same day next day on every request. It's a bespoke application that's made specifically for car dealership website and nothing else. So it's not WordPress and it's not some licensed CMS where they can't do interesting things or change stuff. We can get to every corner, and we really make websites that the dealerships are proud of, that represent their company well. And so that, and it's great because we work with, you know, very discerning dealerships. So we have great respectful relationships. We probably have the most 10-year plus and customer for life type of customers in the industry. And yeah, I mean,
dude, you're doing it right. Hey, look, here's the thing. You don't really have to scream you're number one when you know you're number one. You know what I mean? Like, and I always kind of thought like you guys kind of like fall into that category. Like you guys know you build something badass, but you don't need to necessarily like go out there and like pound your chest.
Yeah,
badass. You know, like
you know, NADA helps us inadvertently through their 20 groups. We get so much business because the dealers have that platform where they can speak privately with each other.
Well,
and so we get a lot of referrals, and we don't really need to advertise. So there's no reason for us to overdo it on advertising.
Only when you jump on my show, then you can do it. Like, you know,
it's a lot of fun.
Hey, we're the two of us. I'm hosting the Dealer Vendor Mixer. You're sponsoring the Dealer Vendor Mixer, by the way. Thank you for doing so. I love this concept, you know, like when Jeff Gonzalez reached out and goes, Jay, I want to do this, like just a mixer. Like, I don't want, like, it doesn't have to be like, hey, you got to buy shit from me. It's just like, no, let's just like find the biggest space we possibly can. And sure enough, we found a place that can hold almost 700 people. So I was actually talking, we already had a conversation with like the fire, like chief and stuff like that. Like, what happens when we exceed 750? I'm like, dude, if that happens, like, I'm taking tables out into the parking lot, and I'm just going to continue to hold the party outside in the parking lot. Actually, I'm a little nervous. I ordered a custom-made orange tux with a orange top hat, and it's on a slow boat from China, and I'm so worried it's not going to be here on time. Really, really. But hey, if I don't get to use this show, I'll get to use another show. But real quick, why did you choose to partner up with the DVM, and just tell everybody a little bit about it and what you're excited about?
Yeah, I mean, Jeff's a good friend. You know, you're a good friend, and so we just want to support what's going on, and it seems like a great opportunity to meet some new dealers and just spread our technology as far and wide as we can. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like the band we got, and Leroy Jones.
Yes, the band is going to be awesome.
So
I know you do. No, on the crawfish, do you suck the head or not suck the head? I'm just
no, I'm not a head sucker, but
there's the soundbite for the whole bloody podcast right there, Christian. Thank you so much. We can pretty much finish this thing, Jordan, right now.
Thumbnail.
Oh my, I'm good. I'm alive.
You sure? You might be missing a lung.
Oh man. Well, this is what happens when Christian gets on. Like, he's got dad jokes for days, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, the Olympics is coming to America. It's going to be in LA.
Yes.
So I've been working real hard on this one Olympics joke. Can I lay it on you?
Yes, please. Go ahead. Here, hold on. Let me get you on solo layout. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
So a really bad gymnast walks into a bar.
Okay.
I've been working really hard on that one.
Oh my gosh. Where's I don't know. Do I have Where's my which button is it? Don't you have one? Oh, there we go. Can you hear that? Does that work? Yeah. There we go. Okay. I've been waiting to hit that button, by the way. I have not hit that button since I bought this thing. So I'm so glad I got to hit that button.
Who knows?
Hey, Jeff Stern says, okay, I'm interested.
Yeah.
What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? Hey, I've been in Jeff's house before. I'm gonna tell you. You want to talk about here? Look. Here's the thing. We've talked about this multiple times, actually, in the show. To people, like, what did people love about it? We love the people, right? Oh. And I'm gonna tell you, like, Jeff Stearns is just one cool dude, right? I'm telling him, like, hey, man, I think I'm thinking about moving from Toronto back to the States, and I'm thinking maybe Florida or Tennessee. And he's like, oh, dude, well, you got to just come to my house. I'm like, what? We probably talked on the phone for probably a decade. Sup, Riz? And that's just, and he's like, no, just come over to my house. Like that's the people element in the automotive industry, right? Like, he's just like, oh man, if you're gonna come down, just come on over. I went over there, we had lunch, my kids swim in their pool, just super cool guy. But that's the industry. Like, this is the one thing. See, this is what I love about NADI. It's just the people, man. I'm like, I understand that we're all there and it's our Super Bowl and we got to get the objective. But man, here's the one thing I wish our industry did a better job at, to be honest with you, Christian and Jordan. Like, other verticals do a good job of hosting like proper networking events. And then they'll do like, business development events. You know what I mean? And our industry tries to shove them in together, and I swear they just totally, like, real estate does a really good job of this, right? Like, if you go to like an educational event and real estate, you're going to come back with like a notebook this full of shit you learned, right? Yeah. But then if you go to a networking event, because I've spoken at a couple at real estate, they will drink the hotel dry nightly. Nightly, like the bar will close, not because it's late, it's because they don't have anymore.
The education aspect of the NADA seems to just have been lost. I think there was a better environment for education when the small shows were happening more, like Digital Dealer and stuff, and then you'd have some unique voices. But the speakers at NADA just end up being an echo chamber. It's the same ones every year.
There's definitely some good ones in there, but you're having to nitpick through.
Yeah.
And I understand it. Look, you're trying to balance a networking and educational event at the same time. And it's like, dude, I think just like, screw it. Just do one or the other. That's what most other verticals do. Anyways.
Yeah. That's interesting. That'd be a nice change. Yeah.
Scotty Sigmund just said he's not coming on. And he's making the excuse that he's got the flu.
Oh, dang.
And I'm going to call him out on it on the podcast right now. So, Scotty, if you're listening, wah, wah, wah.
Love you, Scotty.
Love you, Scotty.
Feel better.
Feel better. But I'm still going to give you a hard time. Well, hey, Christian, man, thanks for taking the time to jam with us today. For everybody out there watching, listening, who would love to connect with you and learn more about Scotty's texting me. If you like to learn more about Remora and connect with you, what's the best way to do so, Christian?
Yeah, remora.com is our website. There's a lot of good information on there. And you can email me at christian@remora.com. And either way, we'll get a hold of you and have a chat.
Dude, you are the best. Seriously,
thanks for having me on.
You're awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing you in like a week. In like a week or so, we're gonna see you. We're gonna have a good time. Probably have a few shots. Maybe try happen. And I will suck the head out of a crawfish. I don't know.
You're ahead.
Like, Jordan's gonna try it with me. I guarantee.
Yeah.
Jordan's gonna try it. Thanks, Christian. You have a good one, man. I'll see you soon. Okay.
See you, Christian.
Bye.
Oh, dude, that's funny.
I gotta catch my breath first. Like, I brought 1 cup of coffee for me.
I figured you'd hack up a lung. You're doing pretty good.
Like, why did I bring Yeah, I know, right? I should take my little throat spray. You guys don't know, I've been fighting this like during the holidays. Everyone got sick. I'm sure a lot of people out there watching and listening, your family's same thing, right? Like, but man, this thing is just like lingering with me. It doesn't want to go away.
Dude, yours has been bad.
Wow, it's been really bad.
I'm glad you're still alive. You're still around.
I'm still here to make jokes and okay. So all right, Scotty's not making it. I think we should talk crap about Scotty for the next 10 minutes.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah. And his right hand genes in Vegas. Okay, well, all right. Be that way, Scotty. All right, who we got coming up next? We got Jacob and Sean from Fasten. They're going to be on their way. They're running a little late, but that's okay. We can do. Don't we have like a song and dance like prepped and ready in the background for these people to watch while we're doing this?
I guess we could.
I mean, did you Jordan? I thought you got the note. You got the note.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. Did you cue it up?
Did you cue it up? I mean, I only texted you like 15 minutes before this.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, dude, can you come and jump on a 3-hour long live podcast with me?
You're like, hey, can you respin this content?
Okay, well, let's
my turn.
All right, go.
All right, here we go. So what I really want to know is what you're excited about for NADA.
Well, I'm excited.
You've been to so many.
That's true. I have been to a lot of NADAs.
More than you would like to admit.
It's always there's always that story that happens, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an inside thing, but everyone kind of like, you know, it's like if there's a certain group of people, all right, if I see them and I say the word chocolate milk, oh, they're gonna lose their mind.
They know what that is.
They're going to lose their mind because they're going to remember about 7 years ago a certain situation with a certain person. And no, I'm not saying your name. He's probably watching and listening. Like, oh, man,
they know, right?
You know? Or like you got another group where if I'm like 3 a.m. waffles, oh, they're gonna go.
Yeah, they know.
They know. You know, it's just I mean, look, I mean, you know, it's. I'm not saying I'm a total degenerate, but I do have degenerate tendencies.
There's a reason you call your golf outing crew the degenerates, right?
The degenerates, yes. You know, like I mean, that's one cool thing. Look, you can go to these events, you're going to learn some stuff. You are 100% going to connect with people and make some lifelong friends, dude. I've made some lifelong friends. Like literally, I mean, there are people I've known now for decades that I met at this event, right? And then the cool thing is, I swear, every year I meet new people because you know what you do is you'll connect with them online, right, Jordan? And then
that's right.
And then this is the one event, like, oh wow, and it's so weird meeting someone like that because like you almost can't believe that you're meeting them for the first time. You're like, we talk all the time online. We are all in all these chat rooms and stuff, and you know. But so yes, I love the parties. I love the little. You never know what's going to happen kind of scenarios, you know, like this last one. If I said timber to a group of people, they would all,
know.
Well, there was just this one individual. Again, I'm not going to say your name.
Yeah.
he knows who she is actually. Who just, you know, we're all sitting there as a group. Maybe it's late at night. We're having a conversation and just timber. I mean, flat. Out cold, just
dang, dude,
totally out of the blue. It's just like one of those scenes from a movie. You're like, did that?
You're like, did that just happen?
So yes, that's one thing I love. But like I said, it's just love seeing the people, and there is some good content. There is, but I do believe you have to hunt a little bit for it. Like I don't know if you looked at the agenda this year.
I haven't. So last year, I when I looked at it, Jason.
Yeah.
And this is me trying to be like nice, like nicely critical.
Yeah.
I looked at it and was like, I can't even digest this.
Just too much, or like what?
The format, it was a little too much. Physically, they were also really spread out in some odd areas. They were kind of hard to find educationally.
Well, here's the one thing. And okay, so it's funny. I'm just going to, I have the website. Okay. Okay. So do I have all the days or just one day? Hold on. Let me see. Okay. I have all of the day sessions opened up. Okay.
Cool.
On my screen. And I hit, Control F to like find a word inside, that. I
Yeah.
typed in the word AI. Okay, so I'll let you guess. How many times does the word AI populate, all right, in session descriptions for NADA this year?
Oh, great. 100?
It's a little lower, but I mean, it's right. It's a double digit for sure.
I'm just guessing. So it's probably 50, which is still a lot.
It's 37 times.
Dang, dude.
So 37 times the word AI is
Sure.
popping up in a description of an NADA session. So
Yeah.
I can tell you, it's okay. Let's see how many times EV comes up.
Yeah.
Only 4.
10. Oh, really?
So that 2 years ago would have been flipped around.
I see.
All right. 2-3 years ago, that whole thing would have been flipped. All right. EV probably would have come up almost 30 times. All right. In those descriptions. And now, an AI would have only come up a handful of times. But I will say the dominating theme this year for NADA is AI.
Yeah.
And then even the ones that don't use AI are still really kind of talking about AI.
Yeah, that's right.
But the one thing I did notice a lot, which going through the titles, I don't know if you've gone through the titles, is just
which one's your favorite one so far?
The one I thought caught my eye was engaging your people beyond the paycheck. I like that. Okay, so let me pull this one up.
Who's hosting that one?
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna tell you real quick. Oh, whoops, that wasn't the button I wanted to push. Okay, I got it. The session type, it's an exchange, brainstorm and problem solve in these peer-to-peer roundtable discussions exclusive for and among auto dealers and managers. So I think it's kind of silly that vendors aren't invited to this table. It's only dealers, but I can also understand why that's the case as well. But you know what? That is one that I want to show up to for sure. Because here our industry talks a lot about
who's moderating that one, Jason.
It doesn't say. It doesn't actually say. It just says description. Yeah, it just says an exchange. I mean, maybe if I add it to my show planner. By the way, guys, if you are going to NADA and you haven't downloaded the app, I will give these guys credit. I am thoroughly impressed with the app. I don't know, Jordan, if you've downloaded it yet and played with it.
No.
But bravo. Super, super clean. A great way to keep yourself organized. Great way to make sure that you actually achieve the objectives that you actually hope to achieve.
Sure.
So really, really cool app. Very interactive, great ways to find your way from one booth to another booth. Also, what workshops and what conversations are happening all over the place. And the UI is super pretty. But this is one that I thought this one actually kind of caught my eye. Most of the NADA leadership ones catch my eye. I dig it. You know what I mean? Accessories. It's funny how many times it's still crazy to think, dude, I've been going to this for almost 20 years and you still will see something in there about accessories. It's just our industry, we just can't wrap our head around it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's also a moving target, isn't it?
Well, is it though? Because look, here's the funny thing. Our customers buy accessories.
True.
You know what I mean? And it's and whenever I say that out loud, it's people oh, they do?
No.
What?
You sure?
Yeah. Do you have a process? Do you have something set up your dealership to effectively take advantage? Well, I didn't know they bought accessories. You know what I mean? I'm just
it's like it was news to them for the first time. How funny.
Yeah, it just look.
Hey, go back to that one panel real fast. What was the one panel you just brought up that you liked?
Engaging your people beyond the paycheck. Isn't that cool? I like that.
What day is that on?
That one is on Friday, 3:30. I know. I think it says 253. So I'm assuming that's the room that they're talking about. Hold on, let me pull it up. Location's 253. I like that one. I'm gonna see. There was a couple others in here that kind of caught my eye too. I like anything that's I like, they got a couple ones in here that are called human capital. So like here's one at 9 a.m. on Saturday. It's called helping future employees find you, not how you find them. Right. So like,
Wow.
again, like just again, proactive, right? Like how does somebody find me as an employer?
Yeah.
Versus like I find too often we're out like hunting for people when in fact people should just be hunting for us.
True.
Oh, look, they duplicated it. Oh, so they're actually doing engaging your people beyond the paycheck multiple days. So they're doing it on Friday and Saturday.
Interesting.
I love that. I think that's actually really smart. What else? There was a couple other ones in here.
Yeah, I wonder why it doesn't show who's moderating that one or who's speaking.
That's just on the exchanges. I should go back and actually look at the sessions. I actually look, personally, me, if you're dealers, if you're out there watching, listening, and don't get me wrong, I love the bigger sessions and keynotes and blah, 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 blah. But I actually, as a dealer, I get the most benefit at all from the exchanges. So if you're trying to balance out your calendar, like as you're going to NADA, I would try to shove as many of the exchanges in as possible. And maybe if you look at like workshops, maybe add a few workshops in there, but seriously try to make it to as many of these exchanges as possible. They're very dealer 20, moderated kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see how many times AI comes up in workshops. Let's see.
Probably way too many.
Not as many. Interesting. So it's interesting. The workshops, not as many AI workshops, but definitely a lot of exchanges around AI. So, but yeah, some of these workshops, I don't know, they're a little self-serving. You know what I mean? Like, have you looked at some of these? Learning SEO lessons from 1,500 dealership audits. Okay,
who's that one by?
I'm gonna guess Greg Clifford. And look, here's the one thing. Like, I think Greg, and I'm gonna pick on you, Greg, because you are a much better at writing titles than that. Like Greg brings the heat. He's very, very good, great speaker,
very technical.
Technical, but then actionable, right? So like he brings it both. But I'm gonna give you crap, bro. That's a sucky title. You definitely do a better job at writing titles than that. Let's see what else we got in here. Passing the torch. I like that one. Let's see what passing the torch is. I love the NADA leadership stuff, right?
Passing the torch. So is it about legacy?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And it's cool. You got Scott Coons from Coons Auto Group there. You got Jay Hatfield from the Hatfield Auto Group. I don't know these other guys, but I mean, there's definitely some people that actually know, and look, these are the type of things I like seeing is like, family owned groups, some stretching over 4 or 5 or 6, even 6 generations, but dealership family trees can be complex, complicated, and passing the torch can be fiery. Oh man, they can be more
just
than
a little
fiery, bro. I've had an opportunity to be hired. I don't know if I'm gonna call it an opportunity or was it a mistake. Anyways, I've had the opportunity to consult on a couple, let's call it dealership transitions. So it was something real popular before COVID. It was one of the packages and services I offered, which was called a mentorship.
Sure.
Right. And so I'd mentor kind of the leaving or kind of the incoming kind of leadership as the previous.
Yeah, that's right.
So it was typically a generational change, right? And that was fun, but very, very eye-opening.
Just a little.
I may have played psychologist more than I played consultant in some of those situations,
But that's how you're being a good coach is when you can give really basic actionable things.
Right? Exactly. Oh, hey, look, I see Jacob sitting in the background. Let's bring Jacob up.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Dude, I got to see Jacob
twice.
Guys? 2 days in a row, bro.
I'm a little back here.
You're a little backed up. Right? All
There
good.
we go. Don't say I've never done anything for you before.
Yes.
I know about lighting. and shit. Oh, sorry. Can I swear?
Dude, this is an automotive podcast. Are you kidding me? If we had a shit counter on here, I think it probably would have probably exceeded at least 100 times.
That's right.
Is Sean going to join us today?
I am not sure. Maybe.
That's fine because I didn't want to talk to him anyways. So just let him know.
Shoot.
I'm just kidding. I mean, you're the better looking one of the two, anyways.
Yeah, being pretty and smart's a blessing and a curse.
You know what it is? It's the beard, bro.
Well, I gotta get trimmed before.
You
I
do
gotta
it.
cut before NADA.
It's very mountain. I like the vibe right now. This, by the way, when I think of preparation for NADA, Jacob, you literally look like I think how most people feel right now. No,
yeah, exactly. You know what? Handsome.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. What's up, Jason?
I appreciate you coming on and jumping on with us. Me and Jordan, we had all these things backed up, and I was like, dude, instead of recording these individually, let's just go live for 3 hours and see.
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
So I was like, yeah, why not? We're just gonna have everyone come in and out, and then in between we can talk about, like, we were just talking about like some of the different workshops and sessions and stuff like that. And there was this one that really caught my eye because I thought it was kind of fun, was passing the torch.
Yeah.
So like a kind of a breakout session, about family owned, dealerships or auto groups, and how do you kind of like pass the torch on to the next generation?
Interestingly enough, I come from a family business that I did not join. I love my family. My grandpa is 90 years old, goes in the office 5 days a week, plays tennis 3 days a week. He works with my dad and my brother, and I was like, I love you guys, but I don't want to do that.
You're like, I'm not doing this crap.
Yeah.
Don't ever ask me to do it, right?
Let's go into the wide world of auto. The wild world of auto.
Excuse me. You know what though? I was telling Jordan before you jumped on there. I used to do a lot of dealership consulting before COVID. And then COVID kind of switched up my business a little bit model. Now I spend more time working with vendors, which is great because I still feel like I'm working with the dealers just in a different capacity, right? But one of the things that I had a fair amount of contracts was what I called mentorships, and I'd mentor kind of the new generation coming in, as the older generation was going out. And I remember having this, very, very honest conversation one time, and just telling them that, like, look, your son does not want this business. He's not telling you, but I'm telling you that he doesn't want it. Man, that was a tough conversation to have.
I get it. I love the auto world. You also grow up with your name everywhere,
right?
You got your name everywhere for 100 years. It's a great thing to have, but it comes with a lot of pressure. Right?
Not for everybody, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. My kids all joke because they're like, Dad, I'm gonna do what you did, and I'm like, I don't think you got a thick enough skin yet, kid.
Exactly.
Anyways, I digress. Thanks for jumping on, chat with us. We're going to talk a little bit about NADA, how people can connect with you. We're going to talk a little bit about DVM. Super excited about the dealer vendor mixer. I mean, I just think, when Jeff Gonzalez reached out to me and he was like, dude, you want to do this? You're going to host it? I said, I am literally ordering my orange suit with top hat right now as we speak. I'm emceeing this bitch. Let's go.
Let's do it. You're the next in Dumb and Dumber 3.
Dude, seriously, I tried. Oh man, it's so funny you said that because now you actually know what my inspiration was.
Yeah.
And I tried to find the exact one. I couldn't find anything with the.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance, right? Anyways, let me kick off our time together with this question. What do you love about NADA and why?
Well, this is my first NADA.
There you go.
Which is great. I'm just, I'm excited to just learn. Right. You come into this industry, you meet a million people, it kind of comes at you really fast. And like, it's very interesting because as I learn in this industry, I'm just trying to meet as many people as possible. Right. It's a very welcoming industry, but also if you haven't been doing it for 50 years, have you really been in auto? And so I'm just trying to do there and like learn as much as I can, learn from dealers, learn from retired dealers, learn from vendors, learn from people who are helping the industry, people who've tried to help the industry and maybe not done as well as they would have hoped. And also kind of bring something new, right? Bring something new, and really and also I love New Orleans too. So I'm a New Orleans over Vegas guy. New Orleans,
I'm with you 100%. I'm 100%. I'm with you on that. The food, just just walking. Like I would much rather just go walk about the French Quarter. Maybe not so much Bourbon Street. Once you do Bourbon Street, one time you've done it.
You can go to Magazine, and what's the other area in the French Quarter?
Dude, I love the French Quarter. Like if anybody else watching and listening, I know you're gonna want to go to Bourbon Street, and you should one time. But if you really want New Orleans, like you go to the French Quarter, right, Jacob? Like I mean, the music, the
Magazine Street, Uptown, right? Like Uptown's great. Can I make some recommendations? There's a sandwich shop called Turkey and the Wolf. Turkey and the Wolf is the best sandwich I think you could get in America. And there are probably not a lot of vegetarians in the auto industry. The collard green sandwich, the green sandwich, is unbelievable. My best friend got married in New Orleans, and while we were getting ready in like the groom's suite, whatever you want to call it, we ordered these sandwiches, and I'm like, dude, we are going to be so tired of this thing, but it's like the best sandwich. Also, Mosquito Supper Club, awesome restaurant. Just the food's awesome. It's like you got the good Cajun, you got the good hole in the walls, the po' boys. It's I'm for it. I'm for it all,
dude. And just the other thing, dude, I love history. I'm a history buff.
Yeah.
So like, you can't walk more than even a block without passing some significant historical place of some kind. Like, I mean, dude, there's buildings there that outdate the Constitution.
It's got culture, it's got music, it's got history, it's got everything. It's like a real culture city. Food culture, like New Orleans. I'm very, very pro New Orleans, and you can go, great museums. There's I have a Dr. Seuss tattoo, and there's a Dr. Seuss museum in the French district.
I didn't know
that's awesome. The French Quarter too, so you can go check out. Yeah, I got a Lorax tattoo. My parents weren't too happy, but whatever.
Well, hey, if my son got one on the lower back too, I'd be upset.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no, we'll be there. So I'd love to talk about what we're doing. Right?
Excited
about the event.
Yeah, let's do that. I want to actually, what I want to do is before we get into the dealer vendor mixer, and I do want to get into that. I do want to get a little bit into what Fasten's doing because, I'm a fan. I'm a little bit of a fanboy. Awesome. When you guys kind of first launched, I was kind of like, oh shit, that is a good idea. And I think you guys, I really appreciate the way you guys are executing it. So for everybody out there watching, listening that don't know, give me a little bit of information about the company.
So we're launching actually in the next few weeks, right? And so, Jason, do you happen to know the largest two spend categories in American households? You know what those are?
I would say housing and cars.
Housing and cars, exactly. Yeah. And traditionally, credit card points are an incredibly popular thing, an incredibly strong way to influence customer behavior. It's worked in hotels, it's worked in airlines, right? And so we are the first and only credit card that rewards cardholders as they pay off their auto loan and lease. Brand agnostic, lender agnostic. If you have your loan from a credit union or from your bank or a captive, it doesn't matter. So we will give 2 points per dollar for all loan spends without charging a fee to the consumer, to the lender, to the dealer, with anyone like that for your auto loan and lease. And unlike every other credit card, instead of giving 3 points per dollar at restaurants, we give 3 points per dollar for auto-related spend, parking, gas, insurance, tolls, maintenance, car washes, things like that. And we give 1 point for everything. And those credit card points, can be redeemed at your dealership group. So it's basically taking this model that's worked for hotels and airlines, and you can use these points for service, maintenance, down payments. If you want a sleeve of Porsche golf balls, we don't care. And so it's saying like, hey, you have this large recurring payment that you're spending money on. Why not get rewarded for it? And now you can also take this model and say, hey, now we're getting 3 points per dollar at my dealership. Well, I'll drive an extra 15 minutes. People always say, oh, it's convenient. So that's why they go to Jiffy Lube, right? Now we're really building this loyalty program. We all know someone who's taken a flight on Delta that might be less convenient because they want to hit status instead of a flight that might be more convenient on American.
I know tons of people that have done it. I literally got off the phone with my father a few days ago, and that's exactly what he was doing. I was like, holy. But you know what?
Love it.
You
Love
know what
it.
I love about it is like, and I'm a big points person. I
Yeah.
am. I mean, everybody that knows me, they know that I am a huge Bonvoy person. I
Yeah.
love my Bonvoy points. They're the easiest ones to use, easiest ones to accumulate.
Yeah.
I'm always traveling, and I love the Marriott product. You know, and they do a great job. The app does a great job of continuing to communicate with
Exactly.
me. Like once, like I swear it knows like when March break's coming, and it's already like, hey Jay, have you
Totally.
where you're going to take the kids this March break? And I'm like, no. Well, you have 300,000 points you can go use. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's go do that.
Exactly.
You know, like,
Exactly. And the
and
dealer can say, "Oh, you have 15,000 points. Come in and get your tires changed. Come in and get your oil changed. Come in and do the things that you want to do, or you can save up." So, you can also go and redeem for regular credit card stuff like
yeah,
hotel and travel and gift cards and things like that. But now the consumer's feeling like, "Oh, my dealer went and rewarded me for my purchases," or they can say, "Hey, well, I want to go use this towards my next car." So we're the first credit card where you can go on your dream vacation or buy your dream car.
now,
And
do I get my logo as a dealer? Like, how, like, what's the branding?
not at launch, but
Okay.
that will be a fast follow.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I get that, like, I don't know, Jacob, that kind of speaks to my ego a little bit as a dealer.
Yeah.
I look at that guy as a dealer owner. I'm like, yeah, that would,
Yeah.
you know, look, there's a reason. There's a reason
Drinks
why.
are on me. Drinks
Yeah,
are on me with my card
exactly.
with my
Like,
freaking
right?
name on it.
Hey, dude, it's a real thing. I mean, look, there's a reason why, like, we love seeing our names on license plate covers. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, when I was a dealer, I'm telling you, I love it. Like, I'd be
Yeah.
driving by, like, especially if I was driving in a different state. Oh, I'd get a kick out of it. It would be like the coolest thing in the world. I'd be driving like,
Yeah.
hey, they bought a car for me. You know, like,
Exactly.
it's like
Exactly. And actually, an
coolest thing
exciting
in the
thing
world.
too is even if they didn't purchase at your dealership, you can go out and conquest. So if they went
Yes.
out there and you said, "Hey, like I want to go and start marketing to other dealers in my area," I mean, so other card holders in my area, maybe they went to a different dealership group. Hey, that dealership's not going to be rewarding you for your points, right? And all of these points are funded by Fasten, so there's no cost to the dealer for these points as well. Yeah, so it's great and real, and there's it's taking it's taking a model that's worked in other industries and really like
Exactly,
bringing it
exactly.
to
Like,
auto.
here's the cool thing. This isn't anything new. I mean, this is definitely something, but here's the thing. I love the way that you've made it so accessible. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like look, if I had like I don't think there's anybody out there that's going to argue that this is a good idea, that this isn't a good idea. Like this is a good
yeah,
idea. This is definitely a good idea, right? But there's no way in hell I could go execute on this good idea by myself.
no.
You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't even know where the hell to start.
Also, launching a credit card, I can tell you from experience, sucks. You think because like, oh, they're everywhere, but now you also have the people being like, hey, every time I'm paying for my gas or every time I'm paying for my insurance, I'm now getting 3 points rewarded by my dealership. I mean,
Yeah,
like that's a real good way to build up brand loyalty. And one of these things is like,
huge.
oh, we tried loyalty programs. Hey, there's a reason why every retailer has a credit card, right?
Damn straight.
There's a reason why like I mean, airlines are basically credit card companies that happen to fly people. Now, that is the
Right?
incredible loyalty that like the Delta card and the Amex and the American Airlines card have built out in these industries. And why not auto? It's a massive, massive recurring spend. And on the consumer side, they're spending the money anyway. You
Well,
might as well get the
and
points.
the cool thing is like we have seen this play out in auto. In fact, actually, GM Finance is actually very good at this. But again, that's not my dealership.
Exactly.
You know what I
They
mean?
can go to
So,
the GM
we
dealership.
yeah,
Yeah.
like we've seen this play out at the OEM level, and we see how like I get notifications. I leased a Silverado recently, right? So
Yeah.
now I got the GM Finance app, and I got the My Chevy app, and all that other crap, right?
Yeah.
But like, dude, like I just got a notification. I didn't even know this. Like, hey, did you know you had $200 in points that you can use towards
Yeah.
accessories? I was like, what?
And they're not mutually exclusive. You can use us and that, but
Exactly.
you can use it all.
But
Yeah.
what I think
And
is that being able to do that as a dealer is going to be huge because guess what
yeah,
happened, Jacob? I got $200. How much money do you think I just spent in accessories?
probably more than that.
Oh, sure in the hell wasn't $200. I spent
Yeah.
$1,800 on
On a lease,
accessories
on a
because
lease for you.
somebody told me I had $200 in points that I could go use. So
Yeah, exactly. And our whole thing is, we also give more choice to the consumer, right?
yes,
We're brand agnostic, lender agnostic, right? So if you like, and now they can't go to the GM dealership that's not in your group 5 miles away. right? They can go to any of your dealerships within your group, and they can go and use these points. So if they want to get a car, they have a 15-year-old, they want to go get their car, their kid smashed, we all know kids tend to smash up cars, right? Like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All of these points are now redeemed within your group. It's a model that's worked everywhere.
Dude, it's worked everywhere. I'm very confident. I'm excited to see you guys launch.
Thanks.
I'm confident
Me too.
to be there. Like I said, I'm a fanboy. I am really rooting for you because,
awesome.
As if I was a dealer, I'd 100% get into this because, again, as an industry, we do kind of struggle to really kind of identify and execute our why buys. And I'm not saying this is the only one, but this is definitely one that really does support and maintains a level of brand awareness that I've yet to see in any of the other loyalty style programs, out there in the auto industry. So like I said, that's why I'm rooting for you guys, because I really want to see this work, because I think it's going to be a game changer for a lot of people out there. But again, look, a tool like this is only as good as how well it gets executed. If you don't put a strategy behind it, if you don't put a process behind it, if you don't put, some marketing behind it, you got to buy into it.
We'll work with you. And also, just to get people more excited, dealers can also use our points to influence customer behavior through their F&I department. So actually, incredibly inexpensively, like basically net zero, they can, because it's actually an F&I product, dealers can now use points to influence customer behavior, right? So there's all of this data out there, but the marketing is now, you're still doing traditional marketing. Now you can say, hey, it's time for you to get your oil changed. Come to us instead of Jiffy Lube. We'll give you 500 points. You're in the box. Buy a warranty from us. We'll give you 10x points. But those points on the dealership side is actually like zero to no cost, because it's actually in the F&I, because it's an F&I product. So,
and look, I know I know I could jam with you about this a lot.
I know. We have 15 minutes.
Because like the whole fixed ops side of it really gets me excited, because and everybody out there watching and listening right now, and if you're watching this live, if you're watching this after we record it, I don't really give a crap. But like, if you've heard my podcast before, I am just I'm really, really after this number of how many people we're losing once a warranty expires. The current number from NADA is around 65 to 75%. 65 to 75% of our customers don't come back to us once the warranty expires. Again, I blame the OEM for some of this, because they're looking at different data sets than as a business owner we really should be looking at. It's hard to think of that when our manufacturer is telling us that we're doing a really good job, but they're only measuring when the warranty is active, not when the warranty is active.
And can I just add another quick stat there?
Absolutely.
74% of car buyers who get their car serviced at their dealership post warranty return to their dealership. The number drops down to 35% if they're going elsewhere.
Dude,
so this is real data. Real data. If you can get people coming back for service, they're going to come back for the next car.
Absolutely. And look, I know a lot of dealers out there have always kind of struggled in the way of like, how do I create a ongoing sticky, marketing campaign for the fixed up side of the business? And here it is. I mean, this is literally. Anyways, I digress.
I'm saying we're not the smartest people in the world. It's a credit card. It's a credit card. Everyone gets it. Everyone gets credit card points.
Very self-explanatory, but very, very, very valuable. Hey, let's real quick before I let you go and I lose you. DVM, the dealer vendor mixer. I'm glad you guys. Hey, really appreciate the fact you guys chose to partner up. Of course. Like I said, when Jeff reached out to me, I was like, hell yeah, I'm seeing this thing. Let's go. If you want, I think you have some tickets left, don't you?
Yeah. Sean would know more than I would.
Okay, well, I think you do. So if you're out there watching and listening, reach out to Jacob or reach out to Sean, and then tell
Sean Hopper. Or Sean Hopper, Jacob Zaks. I'm the only Jacob Zaks in the entire world. You can find me on LinkedIn.
That's the benefit of it. But dude, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a great time.
Awesome. It's gonna be great.
We have like 1,600 pounds in crawfish. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it is a lot. It's like
1,500.
When I saw the invoice, and like when they're in the invoice, it says pounds. I'm like, I didn't like, we ordered food by the pound. What the hell? What did we order?
I love me some crawfish.
Okay, I gotta ask you, all right, because I've asked everyone. Crawfish. Do you suck the head or do you not suck the head?
Oh, of course I do, dude. Yeah. I mean, like, my mom's a chef. I'm an adventurous eater. Hey, when in New Orleans, do as the New Orleanians
Right?
do.
Get it right.
Yeah.
Get in there. Okay. Anyways.
Exactly. Awesome. Well, Jason, thanks, bud. Looking forward to hanging again. Looking forward to seeing everyone in New Orleans. It's my first one, so come over and say hi, and introduce yourself, and come find us, and we'll be there. And
Well, real quick.
we're small but mighty.
How can people connect with you? You haven't given us the website yet. You haven't given us.
Yeah, sorry. It's fasten your seatbelt.cc for credit card. So fasten.cc, find me on LinkedIn, shoot me a text, 860-558-2655. I'm here. I'm new to the industry. I'm here to learn. I'm here to meet people. I'm here to introduce myself. I'm here to get the strength between dealers and consumers, stronger than it's ever been. And what it comes down to is people are spending the money anyway. They might as well get the points from your group.
I'm 100% with that. They're spending the money. They need to be a part of it. Jacob, thanks for taking the time to jam with us today, man.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Tell Sean I shed a tear because he didn't join.
I think we'll survive.
Yeah.
Jacob, thank you. Yep, good to see you
guys. Bye.
See you in a couple of weeks or a week. Bye.
Dude, I'm looking forward to seeing Jacob. Looking forward to seeing Sean. It's gonna be great next week.
He's got a beard, man. I get beard envy. Did you know that? That's actually something I'm trying to work on.
Yeah, but you can grow a beard, can't you?
Not like that. I mean, like I've always wanted to go like full like mountain man. Yeah. But like if I grow it like out anything this, I go from like this to hobo. And like,
that fast.
Yeah, like some people will grow it out, so they'll go from this to mountain man to hobo. I just go straight to hobo.
Yeah.
So I get beard envy, and
it happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. All right. Well, Scotty was supposed to join us, but he's not.
That's okay.
I'm going to spend so much time giving him a hard time.
Look, I got a copy of Katie's book.
Ooh, what you got there?
Katie's book.
Oh, Katie.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Katie. Katie's a hoot, man. She's just good people.
She is.
And Scotty's texting again. He's sorry, it's hilarious. No, it's okay, man. We're just gonna give you a hard time. I love you, Scotty. Hey, if you guys don't know Hippo Media, you should know Hippo Media.
Yeah, I love Scotty.
I love Scotty. I let's see. The first time I met Scotty, he was wearing a full purple suit, which is with a bow tie, which the mascot for logo for his company is a purple hippo. And I'm just like, we're gonna be friends. Like just instantaneous. I'm like, we're gonna be friends. and he's come out, we've gone fishing together. In fact, actually, I gotta find that. He came out, we did this whole weekend of fishing and drinking and eating and stuff like that. And it's a podcast that I think got missed. We should find out where that is. I gotta find out where that is. All right. We got some time until Jeff and Emer jump on.
Yeah. When was that one? When was that podcast?
Jeff and Emer are going to be on in 30 minutes. We can text him though and see if he wants to.
No. So when was the podcast with Scotty?
Yeah. Gosh, it was like this summer. I think it kind of got overlooked, or I hope one of the cards didn't get messed up or something. We got to check in with Austin and see what happened with that, because like it was pretty funny. We were on a boat fishing, and neither one of us caught a damn thing, but there was some pretty fun and entertaining stuff going on. Speaking of entertainment, there are a lot of parties going on. Let's see here. I'm gonna find out. Let me pull up the list of patés going on. Where is my list of patés? I had one.
By the way, I got an announcement even for you, Jason.
What do you got?
Even so if anybody's listening and they want to have the inside look at NADA, whether it's parties or whether it's live announcements that are going on, or even just kind of cool giveaways, they can go to NADAinsider.com, and I will send them text message updates all week about cool stuff going on, announcements, and reminders for events.
You're always doing this fun little stuff, and I never know about until like the last minute. You're just like, oh, by the way,
Jason Harris way.
I'm gonna do a video challenge, and then by the way, I'm going to be doing.
Yeah.
That's why I love it.
That's right. I learned from the best, Jason. I just copied you.
I'm trying to find the site. Where's the site with all the parties? Or no, that's an old one.
Here, I'll text it to you.
Okay, text it to me. I swear I had it pulled up. I saved it on purpose. Because I think Stream's got a party, or was it Stream, or let me see.
Yeah, they do. There, I just texted you.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. Party. Okay, so what do we got? We get January 23rd, night out in NOLA with L2T Media. I don't know why I always like a tongue twister every time I try to say that company's name.
Yeah, it's 2T. That's the problem is
2T.
Linda
right.
to Tom. Did you know that's what that stood for?
No, what is that?
The two founders, Linda and Tom. Linda to Tom.
Oh, now I actually like it more.
Yeah. Linda to Tom Media. At least that's the story they told me, Jason. I hope it was right.
It's a better story.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So they got a party going on. What else? I don't think there's anything like super big. Well, no, who's shoot, I should have pulled it up before. So we got Bourbon and Beats. That's on the 23rd. That's Full Path and UVI.
So don't forget, there's a really good one.
Yeah, who was the major country singer that was coming up? I forgot which party was that.
Country singer.
Yeah, somebody was hosting a big party with a country singer.
Yeah, we'll go back one day. There's a big event going on January 22nd.
Oh, I'm just looking at the one day. Oh, the 22nd. Yes.
Yeah, go back one day.
Oh, that's oh yeah. That's was it Bowtie Solutions, Dealer Blue Sky, Academy 365, and Modvies? Is it Modvies? How do you say that right?
Yeah, Motives.
Motivies. That's right. That's
Motives,
right.
yeah.
Motives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. But they rented one of those like big honking houses. Yeah, that place is gonna be fun. We're gonna hopefully not destroy it.
We'll try to.
I did get a phone call about that one. They're like, Scott Trainer called me. He's like, dude,
yeah.
I'm like, of course I am.
Yeah. Dude, that's gonna be a great one. I'm looking forward to seeing Scott Trainer.
Oh, this one's a good one too. Who's doing this one? NADA Fest. That was just the welcome reception.
Oh yeah, just the general one.
Oh, here we go. This is the one I was looking at. I love this, by the way. On Friday, there are a couple breakfasts, and like if you've never talked to me before, I love a good breakfast. Like,
yeah,
it's hard to find. It's hard to find, right?
Yeah. By the way, so John Ellis, there's a few other people they're putting on the one Friday morning. They're doing one Friday, they're doing one Saturday. You guys need to go to that one and really see how they're pushing things forward on used car operations. That's a really good one. I'm looking forward to, Jason.
Which one was this on Friday?
Yeah, with Agile.
Oh, with Agile.
Yeah.
Where's it at? That's at the Hampton Inn in New Orleans.
Yeah, so I'll be at that one, Jason, both days. So get this. There is a surprise.
Well, you can wake me up. I'll come with you.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, so that one's it's 7. I'm sorry, I should know the times. 8.
Hold on, I got it pulled up. It's 8 a.m. to 9:30.
Yeah, there we go. There are some special people that might be able to sign something there. And they might be shaped like it might be a ball shaped like a football that they could sign.
Yeah.
But that's a surprise.
You're about as cryptic as my kids. No, I didn't break it.
Yeah. I wasn't choking my brother. My hands were just around his throat.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I do love the fact that people are opening up. There's several breakfasts. I mean, you got Autotech Investments is doing a breakfast.
Oh yeah, ATI.
ATI is doing one. Who else? This is a breakfast and lunch. Food trucks. The Auto Hauler Exchange has got a food truck.
Yeah.
That's good. I love that stuff.
Yeah, that'll be great. Yeah, the breakfast one. That's one that we should have done. They should have done sooner. The breakfast side of it, because everybody does parties.
Man. Oh, here it is. Blake Shelton. That's the one I was thinking. Capital One.
Oh,
Capital One. That was, I don't know, when someone reached out to me, they're like, Capital One is doing it with Blake Shelton. I was like, really?
yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
didn't Capital One do it last year?
I feel like it. Oh, you know, the one that I'm actually excited for that night is actually Podiums. Now
Oh, yeah.
I know.
It's exclusive though, isn't it?
No, they got to list on their websites. Attend the event. Yeah, they got a button on here, right? I think so. I'm going to screw it all up, but it's at the Prohibition Bar on Bourbon Street. Now, I have a hate-love relationship with Bourbon Street. All right, so like the one part I love happens to be the Prohibition Bar. So, like, like I find Bourbon Street sometimes like I'm not going in that mess of people,
Yeah,
right?
it's hard.
But I love the Prohibition Bar. Like honestly, some of the best cocktails I think you can find in New Orleans. And it's just a really cool place, and you'll find it's going to spill out into the street and stuff like that. And theirs is from 8 to 11. All right, it's the Prohibition Bar on Bourbon Street, and that's Podium. Really dig what the guys at Podium are doing. I like that whole sector, that whole conversational AI stuff. Like, it gets me excited. I love that whole niche. Very fascinated with that niche. So that's definitely a party that I think anybody out there, it does says RSVP now, so they must still have some tickets.
Good.
If I may just be pulling up in a bus full of people.
Yeah.
well,
Say we're here.
I'm here because that is definitely one of my favorite places to go to.
Yeah.
So it's a must. You have to go to the Prohibition Bar once you're down there. Oh gosh, what else we got? We got Dealer United and TikTok.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know about that one. That's cool.
Yeah, Dealer United's always had a really tight relationship with
Yeah.
TikTok. And I love like they're like balcony, beads, open bar, and light bites. You had me at balcony and beads.
Only getting started.
There's what else is up here? God, man, there's so many parties. So many parties. All right, and then you go into the next day. Saturday's got more breakfasts. I love breakfast. I love the fact that people are doing breakfast. I love this.
Yeah.
Scada, or Skada or Skada.
Where Friday night?
Yeah, how do you say it?
Oh, Scala with an L.
No. This is the SCADA cocktail. Anyways, I know which one you're talking about. That's the other.
Oh, so there's a Scada one.
Yes.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's a fancy one. That's up at the Ritz-Carlton.
Dang, dude.
Yes. But that one will be a cool one as well. And then
dude, it'll be great.
Here we go. This is Digital Airstrike. This is the one I was looking for.
Oh man,
this is the one I was looking for.
The $1 million event, literally.
And literally, here we got. Let's go. I need to pull up the actual website because I got to see. Oh man, I love this. Look at this. Blues Traveler and Kevin Bacon.
Dude.
Blues Traveler and Kevin Bacon, dude. I don't know about you, but I was a big fan. Like Blues Traveler, man. They had a couple like big songs, and I don't know, back when I was younger, and it was like, I love it. And then Kevin Bacon. I don't know. What do you think? Like this is at the it's at the theater. What's the name of the theater? Opera Theater. Yes.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's a biggie. That is a biggie. That one's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Well, and then I forgot to the night before the jazz one with Autofi.
Yeah.
We got some great bands there as well. Then we got Trace Atkins.
Really?
We had a bunch of country this year.
Dude, that's cool.
Oh, Voodoo Stomp. That's the one I was thinking of. Man, if you've ever like see somebody really play with their entire heart, like you gotta see Dwayne Dopsy, I believe. Yeah, I think that's how you say Dopsy. Man, just one hell of a musician.
Yeah.
And then of course this one there's too many going on Saturday. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Third Eye Blind.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, the Dave Canton group is hosting Third Eye Blind at the Missy. I don't know where the Missy is. I think that's somewhere on the riverfront somewhere, if I remember it correctly.
Dude, that's cool.
I will say they really do know their they know their audience. Let's just say that.
Like, that's true.
And I will say, here's the one thing I will say is the audience has aged down a little bit. Like the amount of 50 plus versus kind of that 40 to 50 range. Now the 30 to 40 range now outweighs the 50 plus.
Wow.
So it's cool. I think that's actually kind of cool. The industry is kind of fundamentally kind of shifting that way.
Yeah.
You see that happen about once every decade is you'll start to see a transitional time.
I see. Yeah.
Where younger blood is coming into the industry. What I also find really interesting is, and I've talked to a lot of people that are going, and I was just blown away to find out how many people that are going. This is like their first or possibly second NADA, and I'm like, wow, man,
wow, dude.
There's not as many of the people that have been there, done that forever, right? Kind of.
Yeah. Well, there's fresh ones coming in. Like I think you heard this. Like this is my second one.
Yes.
I've never been before last year. Isn't that crazy?
This is your second one. Yes. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's talk a little bit. Okay. Since we have some time on our own, let's talk about game changer seminars. All right.
Ooh.
So look, I know, guys, this podcast, I'm going to talk about NADA and everything that's coming up, but I can't help myself. Me and Jordan have been working really, really, really hard on an upcoming series of seminars.
That's right.
It's required a ridiculous amount of planning and negotiating to get these places set up correctly.
The right place with the right people.
Right place, the right people. And we are super, super excited the website will be out probably right around NADA. It'll be thegamechangerseminar.com. You'll be able to check it out. We have 6 seminars in 2025. God, we really did bite off.
We did it. We did it.
We could have, we only could have done like 3. That was a big deal.
Remember, it started with 12.
That's true. So I said 12.
Yeah.
6.
Now we're at 6.
But
we can do 6. We got this.
We got it.
Yeah.
You're right. But no, look, me and Jordan have talked extensively about these events, and even though we appreciate these big Super Bowl size events, I think most people out there agree that you get a lot more from a more intimate, smaller regional event.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first started in the industry, 99, that was more popular then. That happened a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, Jim Ziegler's, battle plans and, internet battle workshops and stuff like that. There was always a series of regional stuff. And I went to a lot of these old regional ones, and you just learned a lot. You just learned a lot. And our industry kind of got away from those and really just kind of just bought into these, half a dozen or so large monster events.
Yeah.
And so
that's the problem. Like there's the monster events where it's a couple days, it's in the middle of the week, or it's a long weekend, or whatever that looks like. And I think that there's just dealers that really, I think we know that there's dealers that want to position themselves where they spend an afternoon together. Yeah. And this is the way that they can do that. Like that's a super easy way to do it this way, where they can get value and they don't have to be out of the store for multiple days.
Well, I mean, look, operationally, that's hard, even as I want my, Sean Harper just joined.
Yeah, I invited him. He's going to come up here in a minute.
He's going to come up.
He's going to come up and say hi.
I mean, hey, it might as well, if you're going to be coming to the show, you might as well be late or not come.
Yeah, right.
All right. I'll stop talking.
I just sent the link a few minutes ago.
And bring him up here. Hold on, let's bring him up on stage real quick.
We got Sean. What's up, Sean?
Here, 20 minutes ago, or
what time zone are we in? Don't worry. We just got the phone with Jacob. Jacob promised the first 100 people that are coming to an event are going to get a free membership
for life.
For life. And I was
lifetime.
If the founder says that, then right. So I can't argue that.
When you have a beard that epic, like
it's the beard that makes it, huh?
To be honest, I just wanted the spotlight on me. So that's kind of why I came at this time. So.
Well, I have to be honest with you. Don't tell Jacob this, okay? But after it, I shared with Jordan, I'm a little beard envy.
That's right.
Because
that makes
dude, don't you get it? Because I can't do that. See, once I can grow it out to here, but then once I go any farther than this, I go straight to hobo. We're some people will go from here to caveman. And then if they wait too long, you'll go to hobo. No, see, I just go straight to hobo. I can't do the caveman.
I'm also that, but it takes me a very long time even to get to hobo. So it's not. Yeah, my wife's not happy. No one's happy with it. Doesn't help sales. So clean shaven baby face for now. Maybe
clean shaven and baby face.
For me, Jordan and I, we get it.
We got the baby face. We got the baby face down, right?
Hey guys, look, when I first started in the business, that was actually a hard thing for me. A lot of people were going like, you're too young. Like, I'm not going to come spend $50,000 with you or $75,000 with you. They're like, so I did, I grew facial hairs quickly.
You grew the beard. How funny.
Because I looked, now granted, I also guys had hair.
Yes, you see the grays.
Yeah.
See, I had a full head. I had a full head of hair like John does right now at one point.
I don't know if that's Otto or that's kids or both.
It's both, right? It's at least kids. I'll tell you that.
I actually joke with the kids. I'm like, that one right there is you guys, and then this one over here was my car dealership, and then this here's your mom. No, I'm just kidding.
Probably the same.
Well, Sean, I'm glad you decided to jump on with us. We had a bunch of these conversations kind of booked with everybody, and then last minute I was like, you know what? Why don't we just go live for 3 hours straight? We'll see what happens. So here we are.
Here we are.
Almost 2 hours into
the marathon.
The marathon.
How are you guys doing? Like bathroom breaks, or is it just like
No, I'm wearing a diaper.
Yeah, they're 2-liter bottle.
I got a catheter.
That's why you see the desk, nothing else.
Yeah, that's right.
There's nothing underneath here. I have always wanted. I've told you this before. I have always wanted to do like a straight 24-hour. Like, let's just do it. Like 24 hours. I literally invite like every single person I know, and I'm like, just come on, and I'm just gonna not sleep and just consume a lot of alcohol, maybe, but no. We're gonna rock it here. Look, we had Jeff on here. But real quick, Sean, before I let you go, and I appreciate you jumping on, even though it's late. I'm not gonna hold. I still won't be.
You can't hold that against him.
I will. But I'll let you buy me a drink for showing up late, though.
Dude, deal.
Like, here's a drink ticket.
Hey, but I know what card to put it on, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey there. Yeah, I think it's
Is it? You got it right there.
There.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's the one.
There we go.
That's the one. Put it on that one.
I can't wait to get mine with my logo on it. So I'm excited.
Yeah, dude.
So what we need to do is not just
special edition orange
points for auto purchases. It's also for conference drink tickets. Should also get a big multiplier. So,
dude, as much money as I spend at conferences, you're talking about the equivalent of a Honda Civic is pretty damn close. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's up there. But hey, real quick, Sean, before I let you go, what are you excited about at NADA, and ultimately, why did you decide to partner up with us with the dealer vendor mixer?
Yeah.
I think I'm most excited that this is kind of Fasten's coming out party.
Yeah.
This is their first NADA. It's not my first NADA, but it's our first, this startup, and we're super excited for 2025. And NADA is kind of like what's going to, we think, power us through. And there's lots of meetings set up. And Jacob, he might have mentioned that he's in like the ultimate pitch competition at the ATI event during NADA.
Oh, he didn't, but that's awesome.
Going against other startups. So we're super excited about that. Like Jimmy Douglas from Plug, he won last year. And you guys know Jim, he's the man. Plug is amazing. So try to follow in his footsteps. Jimmy, you heard that. And then just, we tried to partner for the event because I don't know, I love this new sense of collaboration. When I first started in the industry, it was like, oh, here's our competitors. This is why they're bad. And now it's like, everyone wants to help each other and can see that by like putting like the dealer first and having that win, everyone wins. And it's nice to be able to come with like-minded people and do something fun together. So my favorite line that a CEO told me once is that you want to do cool. It was a curse word. It was that starts with the S, but it was do cool blank with cool people. So do cool things, do cool things with cool people, and that's like the genesis of this party, and hopefully many more.
It is going to be an epic party. Look, I think anytime that we can get dealers and vendors together and just really just kind of mix it up, no intentions, just a good time. And Sean, I'm going to ask you the last question before I let you go. I've asked everybody this. Crawfish. All right. Do you suck the head or don't you?
I think the answer is you do, but I say that kind of cringing a little bit. Like I don't I think if I didn't say that, I wouldn't be very manly if I said otherwise.
Yeah.
Jordan just laughed after I said that. So maybe was that the wrong answer? Or
dude, I'm just messing with you. I'm asking everybody. I'm just like, it's just like, I got Jeff and Emer in the background, so I'm curious. Like, I know Emer sucks the head off, so like,
and here I was.
This is what happens when I do a 2-hour podcast and I go live and I just keep going.
So I joined at the right time.
You did, Sean. You did, Sean. Yeah. Well, man, hey, thanks for jumping on. Really appreciate it,
Thanks,
dude. Super excited to see you. Also, really super excited to see Fasten come out and launch. I'm a fanboy, you know that. So I think it's going to be really, really cool for for everybody out there, for dealers out there. So
for dealers,
we'll see you.
For everybody, right? Who doesn't want to get money back? Who doesn't want to get rewarded, right?
Well, I'm looking forward to get my custom orange one from you guys.
You make all the orange cars that you have for your podcast. You're down to have a pretty good loan to give you some.
Absolutely.
So yeah, let us help you out. Get in the friends and family. Come on.
Let's do it. All right, Sean. Hey, thanks, man.
Sean, thanks for hopping in. Appreciate you. Yep. See you, man.
Bye.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so we have Jeff and
Love Sean
in the back. Should we actually bring them on, or should we just like make them stay back there?
Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, they're both here.
All right, we'll bring
Jeff and Emer. There we go.
Hey guys.
Got Jeff and Andrew in the house.
Awesome.
Hey guys, what's
good? So I like that quote. Do fun shit with fun people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, that's pretty much what I've been doing for the last 2 hours.
Hey man, that's why we do this, right? Like
that's right.
We're all friends here. We might as well party together and do something fun.
And I love the fact that you gave me like a series of questions that I had to ask, and then I totally just I'm gonna ask those questions, then I'm gonna find some totally inappropriate question to throw in there now.
Well, that's what this whole thing's about, right? It's just fun.
We're blessed to be able to do business with people we like, right? In this industry, I mean, come on,
right?
Some fun with it.
We're gonna have fun with it. We're definitely gonna have fun.
You gotta have fun. You know that.
Yep.
And this is going to be a very, very fun show. Hey guys, I gotta ask you both because I actually don't know the answer. Funny enough, I mean, as often as we actually talk together, I actually don't know this. How many NADAs is this for each of you?
Ooh.
I think this is 9. So
9?
I'm green when it comes to like a lot of the people in the industry.
You're getting close.
I'm very green. I think this is my 6th one.
Yes. But you've gotten better over the years. You've learned how to pace yourself.
But yeah, yes.
I remember the first one. I remember someone yelling my name from a very dark area, going, "Jason!" Oh shit! Hey, what's up, Andrew?
Yeah, I think you were live on the floor during that one, and I still cringe at that moment.
Oh yeah, I remember you walked by. You're like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!"
Well, we've definitely done some other fun events with you, Jason. I remember.
Yes.
One of the last ones we were at in Newport Beach, a good friend of ours, another sponsor of the event, yes. Greg Ash, and all of us were hanging out somewhere next to the hotel. And next thing I know is Greg is running with Emer on his shoulders towards the valet area.
Yes.
So I don't remember how that started, but
this is okay. So it's funny because I was actually sharing this earlier with Jordan, because Jordan asked me, he goes, "Jason, what do you love about NADA?" Because I'm asking everybody else. And he's like, no, I'm going to ask you. And I'm like, all right, fine. And I'm like, it's this stuff. All right. Like if I was in a group of people and I said park bench, all right, just those people would know what the hell I'm talking about. Right. If I was like 3 a.m. waffles, all right, a certain group of people that are listening right now are going to go, like there's always something that's just like,
there's always a story.
There's always a story. There's always a story. Like, if I was in a group of people and I yelled timber, all right, everybody remembers something from about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it's just, but this is one of the things I love about this event. It's the people, the coming together. These are people, and here's the funny thing. For a lot of these people, this is the only time I get to see them. Actually throughout the year, right? Because we're always so busy and running our own businesses and doing our own things that this is kind of like the only time we get to connect. So let me start off there for both of you guys. I'll start off with you, Andrew, and then Jeff, I'll ask you the same question.
Sure.
What do you love about NADA and why?
Kind of what you were just alluding to, being able to see people in the flesh that you talk to on a weekly, maybe even a daily basis, but you don't get to really collaborate in that group mindset. So being able to see business partners that you work with every day and clients of yours in person and have those deeper conversations, sometimes the conversations outside of business that then come back into business, and then you have other people chime in and the introductions to people. This person and this person. I didn't know you worked with them too. Let's grab an Uber together. And seeing where the conversations go from there. And I'm a big believer that the group mindset is the most powerful thing in brainstorming out there. So it gives us an opportunity to really, check in with the clients, check in with the dealership partners, and not just business as usual. How's the family? How's the dog? All that good stuff. And really, get to know people a little better and do that physical in the flesh check-in.
It is fun. It's definitely one of the pieces that I always look forward to is connecting with the people. And sometimes I have to remind myself that I am here to work. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, oh crap, like I actually do have to actually get some type of return on my investment of coming all the way out here, because I just end up having so much fun with them.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm like, oh crap, I actually need to talk to the other people too. Anyways, Jeff, for you, what do you love about NADA and why?
Yeah, man, it's all the steps that I get in on a daily basis.
Oh, dude,
miles.
No, it's a lot of the same, and I think that's like what started this whole like party that we wanted to do is the collaboration. The people that I don't get to see very often, but I talk to on a phone, or I watch their podcasts, or the people that I haven't like yet met in person. Like I'm on a call with them right now, like Jordan. Like I see you everywhere, right? But like, we've never actually like met in person.
That's
but,
right.
Hey, this is our opportunity, right? And then it's kind of building those relationships and seeing where they blossom, right? Like, I mean, when I first started coming to NADA, I didn't know anybody, but our industry is so like, for the most part, open arms, right?
That's right.
Here, I'm going to introduce you to this person, and then some of those people have become lifelong friends and people that I that I share Instagram stories with, right? Those are your close friends, right? When you're sharing just stupid shit you see on Instagram with them. So.
Yeah, when you got that text group and you just can't. I do love, like, there are some text groups that like started at some NADAs that have actually never shut down for me.
Yeah,
they're still going.
I have some text group that just, because to your point, like we just kind of, and every once in a while someone shares back into the group and I'm like, I think this text group's like 4 years old. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Well, hey, let's get into DVM.
DVM, baby.
I really hope that that's the way you're going to say it when you're emceeing the event, buddy.
You better. It's a requirement now. It's in the
Yeah,
writer.
yeah.
It's in my contract. I have
let me get ahead and pencil that one in.
Yeah, that's right.
Guys, I am so, like, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that my orange tuck shows up. Like, it's on a slow boat from China, guys. I try to find,
Literally.
you know, from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
I try to find the exact same suit with like the tails and the top hat. I found the top hat. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it with tails. But you know, like I'm hoping it shows up. Like, I'm literally like, I've been refreshing the page, like the tracking page. I'm like, when's it coming? When's it coming? When's it coming? You know. So, anyways, I digress. Okay, I'm gonna ask both you guys. I'll start with Andrew, dude. DVM. Why'd you do it? Like, and
yeah, the idea.
You know, like what part of it are you looking forward to the most?
So this has been a long time coming. Back in 2020, when it was scheduled for New Orleans, but got canceled because of the pandemic, we had an idea of doing a similar event just on our own, though. What really inspired bringing in other sponsors and making this more of a collaboration event is kind of where the industry headed after the pandemic. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, bring others with you, right? Or something like that. So the collaboration that we've seen over the past like 5 years now, with vendors helping vendors and dealerships introducing you to their friends and their 20 groups, really inspired this to, you know, small people or smaller companies who do great work and have some newer, more innovative products than, you know, the legacy companies out there, we'll call them, gives us a fighting chance against the companies that are worth billions, and to better serve the dealerships and just get known. But also, like what I said before, becoming friends and growing that friend network within retail automotive industry. We wanted a chance to really showcase like what New Orleans can be. It's not just all Bourbon Street and what you see from Mardi Gras. There's a real big cultural aspect to it, especially with music. Jordan, I know you're big into music as well, and this place hits really close to home. So we just wanted to provide an all-around like historic cultural experience for the automotive industry.
Dude, and it's going to be a good time. I mean, that's
right.
And but I'm with you though. This is one thing I do love about New Orleans, right? That there's so much history. I'm a big history buff, so you know, there's culture, there's history, and then there's food. I mean, it's just, dude, you can't walk a block, right, of that downtown New Orleans area without passing some significant historical place. I mean, dude, there are buildings there that are older than the Constitution, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Like, it is a very, very cool place. And the place that you guys have chosen for this party is going to be amazing. It's got combination indoor and outdoor space. Dude, like, I seriously want this show to get shut down. Like, I want so many people to come this thing. Like, they're telling us that we can't take any more, because then I'm going to start like a block party outside of it.
The fire department shuts us down, right?
You know, the parking lot next to it. I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to start taking food and drink up.
Jason's going to be the MC and the bouncer, right?
Yeah. Like, we're just going to keep it going, man. It's going to be a good time. Jeff, for yourself, man, what about this? Just like, hey, man, we got to do this. This is going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. What was that thing for you?
You know, first off, it being in New Orleans, right? Like, I think Emer, you know, said it right. Like, Emer's got a unique relationship with New Orleans and the folks there. So, like, you know, Vegas is one place, but you know, there's a lot of unique stuff in Vegas, but like, it's oh yeah, I remember that one party we went to, right? Oh man, where was it at? This like gave us an opportunity to make something new, unique, a collaboration, which this industry, like, I haven't seen very many like big collaboration events where we're like, let's just open up our books to our dealer group. Let's bring them somewhere, say thank you, but everybody else, all these other vendors are there too. We're not afraid to like lose any clients. Like I want to introduce them to Dave over at Reunion Marketing because they do such a great job with SEO, or
that's right.
You know, Christian and Terry over at Remora because, you know, they need a new faster website, right? Like this is a great opportunity for it, and not in a very like low key, heavy drinking environment, right? Like where you're not feeling like you don't have to turn your badge around as you're trying to go take a leak, right? As you're, you know, trying to run through the floor to take a leak, you got to turn your badge around because you don't want to be harassed by every, you know, booth that you walk by, and you know, give people the opportunity to chat with people, or if they don't have to. But like this felt right.
It did,
and it felt like the right time as well.
Well, you know what, it is. And guys, I'm excited for this. I'm excited actually to continue to do this with you guys. You know, it's actually been kind of fun to do it with you guys. And I'll tell you one of the reasons why. And this is a little kind of inside thing. Like all three of us have some level of ADD. So like, you know what I mean? Like,
dude, and keeping up with Jason was bad. Try keeping up with Jeff.
That's what I'm saying.
Fly by the seat of my pants, and these guys are just like, all right, let's jump on that same thing.
Yeah, like we literally like there's like we're all just doing it by the seat of our pants. Hey, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Hey, what about it? No, Jason, we can't do that. That could really get us into some legal problems. But will it really?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Can I say it? No, I won't say it.
Okay. Down.
It's your podcast, bro.
I'm just saying there is like, look,
there's a space for that.
Entertainment capital. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do.
Yeah.
And it has been kind of like ever since I saw the scene on Wolf of Wall Street, I've been fundamentally fascinated with Velcro walls and smaller people. And sure enough, there is a talent company in New Orleans that will actually allow you to execute this exact same thing. You know, okay, we didn't do it at this party.
We didn't do it. No. I had to tell Jason like that would be great, but you know, sorry, bud.
Yeah, Jeff was like, that might be a gray area.
Instead,
I'll live up my Wolf on Wall Street, you know, dream some other time.
That's the next night.
Exactly.
It's the next night.
We'll see what happens after the party.
Well, Andrew, guys, look, I'm really looking forward to seeing y'all. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's so funny how many conversations we've had, text messages. What do I got here? Slack chats, emails, phone calls, and for this to finally come, it is going to be a wonderful time. So I'm very excited. And maybe somewhat nervous that you guys allowed me to MC this thing. So, no, I'm just kidding. I'll do it.
I mean, quite honestly, I can't think of anyone better, right? Like, I think you're going to do a great job. It's not very many people that would wear a nice orange tux with like the penguin, you know, tails in the
Ruffles,
back.
Ruffles.
And the ruffles. Hell yeah.
Well, guys, hey, I'm going to let you go because I got a couple other people I want to talk to about this.
Sure.
But for everybody out there watching and listening, where, you know, I know we still have some passes. Who do they reach out to? How can people kind of still get their ticket to come to?
Yeah. So we have pass sales going on until this Friday. And when I say sales, they're free, but you got to contact the vendor to get the link, or a sponsor to get the link for that. Also, a lot of the sponsors that are on there have booths. Swing by the booth, see if they're going to have extra badges in there. You can always look for Andrew or myself on the floor. We'll be walking around. We're part of, you know, we're doing the whole NADA experience during the day. So if you see us, look for, or ask for a badge, and they're fun. Actually, let me see. Where did they go? My kids just had them, I think. But I had it
Sure,
here.
I was gonna get it.
Yeah, they ran off with one. That's a $60. But they're fun badges, like the lanyards. I don't know if you can see them, but we made them like look like really fun and nice. So like these are a good take home.
They are going to be a good take home. Well, Jeff, Andrew, it's good talking to you guys. I'll literally see you in like a week.
Yeah, that's right.
I've been talking to people for the last 2 hours straight. But it's okay because I got a man diaper on and I'm still got another hour in me. So let's go.
Jeff, Emer, looking forward to seeing you guys.
In the background, shaking your head. What did I get myself into? All right, guys.
Take care. Travel safe. We'll see you in New Orleans.
Yeah,
right,
sounds good. Thanks, guys. Yeah, see you guys
next week.
Shit, yeah.
Bye. Hey.
OMG, you guys.
Oh,
OMG. That's all you got for me,
here
Wendy?
we go.
Hey.
I
When you
would-
said
I
you
would-
had a- when you said you had a man diaper on, I was like, you can take a break.
Roxanne, were you
Not
just
in this
oh
marathon.
my gosh, what did Bob and Tim get me into? Why
Bob
did
already was like, he's told you to beat me up. Please don't.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Roxanne, I appreciate you jumping on. Wendy, it's always great to see you. I know Bob or Tim couldn't make it, and so I'm glad that you said, look, hey, I'll do it. And I'm sure you're like, oh my gosh, what did I just get?
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
What did
I mean,
what did I
pretty
get
much
myself
if
into?
Bob tells me to do it, I do it. So it's what
When-
it is.
Wendy's known me for a long time. So she is not surprised by just maybe a couple of the degenerate things I may do or say. Wendy, how are you? Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
You'll come back, Wendy. You got this.
You
We
got
believe in
got this. You got this. Yeah, I know you figure out your audio. While Wendy's figuring that out, Roxanne, hey, it's great to see you. Thanks for taking the time to come chat with us. I am excited for NADA. I gotta ask you, Roxanne, how many NADAs? Which number is this for you?
Probably 12.
Ooh, okay.
Got a vet in the house.
You got a vet. You got some
Yeah,
OG.
I went to Northwood for college, so it was part of like
Oh,
our
yeah.
curriculum to go through.
That's right,
And so
yeah.
I've been doing it pretty much for a long time. Yeah.
Okay. So I gotta ask you because you're like me. I've done a lot. This is my 18th or I think 18th. I think so. I had to really think hard about it. But I think I'm either like 18 or 19. Out of the last 12, which one was your favorite and why? All right, I'm gonna pull you up here.
I would have to say, like, I don't know. I loved last year's. Are you still there?
Yes, we're here.
Okay.
Because
Because it took your video away.
Yes.
I would say last year's, I just felt like the energy, everything coming back within the dealers and all the OEM partners. I felt like all the energy was back last year from, if you look past the last 5 years.
I'm with you. What was that? Was that Dallas or Vegas? I don't know. They all start to slam into
It was Vegas.
Dallas was the one before. Okay, that's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I liked Vegas. It's I don't know. Well, actually, I don't know if I like Vegas, the city, but I do like Vegas because it's kind of like Old Faithful. You just kind of know. You show up. You're like, I know where I'm going. I know who's going to be over there. You know what I mean. So I'm with you on that. And
what I love about Vegas is just makes it easy to connect even afterwards. Like everybody's always just kind of around, and I love that part of it too.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting here in New Orleans. It's a definitely different vibe. For one thing, if you guys are out there watching and listening, this building is insanely large. It is almost a mile long. I mean, and it's not like how it is in Vegas. You have two separate buildings. This is one monster building. And if you thought you got your steps in Vegas, you're gonna get your steps in. Oh, 100%. Okay,
heads up on that for sure. But I haven't done the New Orleans show and for a long time, so this will be my first time doing.
I'm trying to think. Last time in New Orleans was 17. I think 17 was the last time. Wendy, you were there, weren't you? You remember that one, don't you? Oh, your audio. I still don't have your audio. I know. Maybe Wendy, maybe jump out and then maybe jump back in. You know how it is. Sometimes that's always a thing that works. Wendy's good. She'll figure it out.
We believe in you, Wendy. You got this.
Well, here's the thing, and we've talked about this now a few times. It's funny. Like, Wendy's actually a perfect example of somebody I connected with online, and then at NADA met in person. You know what I mean? Now, this probably would have been almost 8 years ago. But like it's one of my favorite things about NADA, right? Is connecting with so many people, and then for me, it's like kind of the inside silly things that happen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like I have a certain group of people that I know at NADA, and if I'm like 3 a.m. waffles, they're like, and that was like 6 years ago. But you know what I mean? They know what I'm talking about. That's my next question for you, Roxanne. What do you love about NADA and why?
I would say the thing I love the most about NADA is obviously the energy and the excitement. not even just from the dealers, but all of the vendors in the space, and the excitement to showcase what they have, the energy that they have. And really everybody just coming together and wanting to have a successful show, regardless of where you are in the space, and being able to connect with the dealers and meet people that you've never met before. Like, perfect example is Jordan, who's on the line. Like, I follow him on social media. I've seen where he's been, and I can't wait to meet up with him. Like, there's a lot of people with that you look to connect with and make those relationships really like a face-to-face connection versus just, in the world we live in, over the internet. So I would say that's my most favorite part, is being able to connect with the clients and the dealers and all of our friends that are in the vendor space.
I'm totally with you.
Yeah, I love that part.
Jordan, you've gone to a handful of these. I mean, isn't that kind of, you agree? Isn't that kind of your favorite part too?
Dude, it's always my favorite part. Like, Roxanne, I'm looking forward to like meeting you officially. And there's just a lot of people that I've engaged with online that I just get to see them at an event like this. That's what excites me. Yeah.
And also being able to hear of everybody's tech. Like, it's like, even with what they're coming from, and we always learn those like new buzzwords or what's really like exciting this year. And I like to like hear what those takes away are and then follow it through the year to see how it carries through. So
it was funny. I was actually going through, we did this a little earlier in the show, but I was actually going through like all the sessions and looking at some of them. And I just did like a keyword search, like over those couple words. And like the word AI populated almost 39 times. Throughout the session description. So I know that's where that thing is definitely going to kind of lean towards that. And I know Wendy's shaking her head because she actually participates in a very cool group about that. But hey, Wendy, are you on? Can you hear us? Okay, you're good.
This is a Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What's up, girl?
Loud and clear, Wendy.
So Wendy, I got to ask you, which number is this? How many NADAs is this?
Actually, I think it's only 3 for me.
Only 3. Okay. I know you do a lot of the digital dealers. But when I think back, maybe I'm thinking more of the digital dealers and stuff like that.
Oh, sure.
But
first one I did was 22 or 23. Yeah, 22, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
so
you're still so I gotta ask, because I got a chance to ask Roxanne, but I'm gonna ask you too, Wendy. What do you love about NADA and why? I'm gonna bring your solo shot up here so you can.
What do I like? You want the positive part? Because I'm still lost. I'm still finding my way. But what I like is that even if you get lost, you run into really great people, because the majority of the rest of the people are lost too. But what I like is that I can see a lot more offerings in every kind of wheelhouse, whether you're looking for, I don't know, BDC or AI or marketing or whatever it is, you can find a number of people, and it's kind of like one-stop shopping in that it's all under one entity, one roof. I like it. I like that about it.
I am with you, right? Like, I mean, if you really kind of want to put your pulse, your thumb kind of on the pulse of the industry as far as like what's coming, what's not coming, I'm with you. I think that, and I definitely think there's things that are going to be some change. I know this year there's a lot of conversations around AI. It's funny, if you actually go back to like 3 years ago, if I did that same keyword search, it probably would have been EVs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, it changes, but like it is a very, very exciting time for our industry. Now I'm super excited about DVM, the dealer vendor mixer, whatever.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Me too.
Yeah. You know what? Jeff Gonzalez reached out to me and he's like, "Jay, I got this crazy idea." I'm like, "You had me a crazy idea." Because that's usually what gets me going. He's like, "Will you MC it?" I don't know what it is, but I will. So like, look, the fact that like, hey, we're just gonna, it doesn't matter the size of the vendor. You can be huge, you can be small. We're just gonna like bring a bunch of people together. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna max capacity of this place. I think the max capacity is 700. I have all intentions and objectives for the fire marshal to show up and tell me I have to like kick people out.
Shut her down.
I love that.
I'm gonna restart the party outside in the parking lot. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring the band to the parking lot. That's what I'm like, watch.
Dude, Tim will be there. Tim will be the party, right?
He will actually. He probably grab the baton and lead everybody. Follow me.
100%. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
So just because he's not here, we've decided to elect him the parade meister.
That's
Oh,
right.
I love that idea. Do you need me to bring anything to make sure that we have that?
Bring
I
Tim,
will do that
please.
for you.
Yeah,
Please bring Tim.
Tim needs to do a Patan little dance and song because he didn't show up today's recording.
He's known to go ahead and step outside the norm at all the events if you were happened to be at our event last year.
Here's my favorite photo with Tim.
Oh, that's so fun. Where was that?
Where's that?
Baltimore.
Nice.
Baltimore.
Nice.
I have lots of great photos with Tim. He's the best.
Well, and I know, hey, for everybody out there watching and listening, if you're during the live, or if you're watching this afterwards and the algorithm picked you up or whatever, I know that there's still some tickets. Roxanne, I know you guys still have some tickets. Wendy, I know you still have some tickets. So, if you're reach out to either one of these ladies, and I'm sure they'd be glad to help and set you up and get you some tickets. It is going to be an event. I know it's going to be an event because when I see an invoice for food, it literally says pounds. Like we ordered food by pound. I was like,
see, that excited you, but for me, it was more like the bourbon. The bourbon.
Oh yeah,
you order by the barrel, huh?
Bourbon. Yeah.
Oh man, and it's funny. I actually got to participate in choosing the bourbons, and
you did?
Oh, you're gonna like what
I didn't know that.
Like what I got.
Nice.
I kind of went on like a little global tour, so I brought a little bit of everything in, right? I brought some Japanese stuff in, and it brought it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But then we also have a cigar lounge, and we got an amazing band. We literally have food by the now. Okay, I'm just curious. You guys, oysters? Do you do them?
I'm not in on the oysters. I actually have an allergy, but it's not shellfish. But I like everything else that's on there. And I checked, and they have lots of things if you're not going oysters either. They got lots of other things going to be there too. But
and I'll try it. I'll try it.
I know, Wendy, you'll try anything. I know you will. Wendy will be the one starting the conga line. Just actually,
you should say that.
Maybe Fred will, or possibly,
he can't come. So that's what I'm worried about, because even though I don't drink much anymore because he doesn't drink, if I have to try the bourbon, right? And I'm not going to have my bodyguard, so I'm kind of.
I'm looking forward to hanging out with Wendy with a big old cigar and a bourbon and
Yeah, if you see me bouncing, prop me up against the wall. No, for real, I will be doing it. I will be smoking a cigar because I won't have to listen to it later on.
That's going to be awesome.
And if I got to practice drinking now, I'll build up my tolerance. That's the
plan. That will be what I try to do too, so I can keep up with you, Wendy.
There we go. There we go. Hey, guys, real quick before I let you go, for everybody watching and listening who maybe kind of, don't know what you guys do for the industry and what the company does for an industry, I actually wouldn't mind just taking a couple minutes. Wendy, I'll start with you, and then Roxanne, I'll come to you. Wendy, what is BDC Angels, and what do we need to know about what you offer the industry?
So you and I have had this conversation that I think it's more of a Wendy umbrella, because we've got BDC Angels, which I LLC'd in 2018, and I'll tell you that in a minute. But we also started a community called the Human Side of AI 18 months ago. Mm-hmm. That's now really getting some engagement finally. Those that were non-visionaries that didn't see it a year and a half ago are seeing it now. So that's growing. And then I also have EIQ Performance Solutions. And that's fueled by AI. That's my new company. So what I'm doing is, we do everything BDC. What I'm getting into really heavy, you guys, going back to is more strategy and advising, because especially because of AI and what's happening in my space, the BDC space or internet space, that people have to know how to navigate. They have to know what they need to get in order. Otherwise, they're going to grab some shiny tech tool or AI, and they're not going to have sustenance because their process is broken in the house and they don't have their data in order. So we do performance analysis where we look at the stats, we determine what KPIs they're missing, and then we help them improve. And we also help them with AI education. I'm teaching some of my BDMs how to create their own little bots and chat bots and stuff like that. Oh, so I'm just helping them to wade into it, where they're at. Those that are hesitant. I'm creating radio ads with it, all kinds of stuff. So we do strategy. We do agent placement for BDC 911. If you've got a BDC that you lost an agent or something, I've got plug and plays for all the CRMs. But it's mostly strategy and training the leaders of the BDCs for 25.
Well, and you know what? That's kind of the transition that the industry is taking. It's like, look, it is very much so a people, process, and technology department. And if those three things aren't in balance, then it never really quite works out well. And then they need a kind of a senior person to kind of come in and advise them and consult them.
Totally.
So I'm with you.
The OGs and the wisdom in all areas of automotive. Jordan, you probably agree. All the people you talk to. It's the wisdom and the people that have weathered the various climates in our industry that are going to be locking arms with what they refer to as COVID managers, or those that haven't weathered the various storms. And together we're going to find and execute the solutions.
You're 100%.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Roxanne, for maybe the 7 people out there that don't know Car Now.
Dude, they got some big announcements coming up.
I don't know. I mean, maybe there's more.
This NAD is super exciting for Car Now.
Tell us.
On a lot of levels. I don't know if you've seen it or anything, but we really took a really relaxed approach with the booth this year, so we could really just have a lot of
very
conversation.
loungy. I dig it. Very loungy.
Very loungy.
I'm gonna come and kick my feet up and just hang with you guys.
Yeah, you should. Bob hooked up those foot massagers. I made sure I got the foot covers to make it legit for everybody. But really, Car Now, if you haven't heard of us before, we're truly a company that was built on the foundation of dealer input, and somebody like Tim Cox, pretty much co-founded the company, and he had the whole dealer perspective, and they built a whole team around being able to roll out, work very hands-on with the dealer to make a connected retail experience, meaning that we don't just set up like a chat or digital retailing. We make it so it's fully connected, so you can connect or chat or do digital retailing all in one spot and do it all within real time and real engagement. So it is a fully connected experience. So we can allow to take those browsers that might be just browsing on sites and really turn them into buyers while making it a seamless experience throughout it. So, but this year we have that coming, like obviously the standard within Car Now, but we have some new products launching, and then we also have going with AI. So yeah, come by the booth and you can learn all about it, but it's going to be exciting. It's going to be always to be able to reconnect with customers after they've gone through kind of the lead process, and then a lot of support within AI for a lot with what Wendy was saying about how we can help with dealer users being able to utilize AI in the proper way, so they're not just communicating with customers without really knowing how to use it, or use a technology they might not be able to use. So we're setting that through to make it a better experience.
Look at you dropping the hints, the reconnect, the AI. Look at that.
Yeah,
I saw
good tease.
No, Roxanne, the only thing I didn't hear was, what's the booth number?
Oh, thanks. I wrote it down because I knew you'd ask me. It's 7346 is the booth number. And the RSVP, if you are coming to the dealer vendor mixer that we're going to be partnering with, there's going to be 13 other partners, obviously. But if you RSVP, you can do it that way, and then we'll have your lanyards ready, or you're more than welcome to stop by the booth and pick up your lanyards there. We'll have them available as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And look, again, a bit a fanboy, I love what Car Now is doing from a technology perspective. And I just love that your willingness to partner with them and understand that this is not a plug and play. It really does require process change, management change. It doesn't surprise me when I said like 39 of the workshops and sessions and stuff like that have the word AI in their description, because that is going to be a major topic. And I think for any dealer out there that's watching this now or later after the thing is posted, you need to be looking for an AI partner, And and I encourage you to reach out to Car Now. And if you're looking for an AI kind of consultant and strategist, you got to reach out to Wendy, because I mean, look, I understand, even as a dealer principal, there are things I'm really good at, and there's just things I need help with. And I think a good operator understands the value of a strategist and bringing those people in, and partnering with a great company like Car Now to really kind of get that process, the technology, and the people all nicely packaged together.
And Car Now will always be kind of firm where we keep the human connection, so it's not like fully AI. We just set it up to make sure that we're having the proper conversations in it. So I think it's really important that we keep the human element involved with the conversations while we're in this growing session of AI, and we'll see where it evolves.
Well, and I appreciate you bringing that up, Roxanne, because I cringe sometimes when I see that. I know, Wendy, you do too. You super cringe when you see companies that are using language around, well, this will replace so and so, and this will replace so and so. I'm like, tell me that you're not in the auto business by telling me you're not in the auto business. You know what I mean? Like, just like, yeah, there it is right there. Like, we are a
no.
We'll always,
we got to do it the way we've always done it.
That's right. That's right. Hey, real quick before I let you guys go, for everybody out there watching, listening, who would love to kind of connect, maybe learn some more, what's the best way to do so? Wendy, I'll start with you, and then Roxanne, I'll finish off with you. Wendy, what's the best way to connect?
My cell phone number right there on the screen, 414-303-0493. I'll be at NADA for the whole show. So text me, call me. My email address is wendy@bdcangels.com. But yeah, cell phone's best.
Awesome. Hey, Roxanne, for you, what's the best way to connect? Where can we go learn more about Car Now?
Yeah, so I will be at the booth the whole time, or over at the happy hour mixer as well. But my email address is rdersa, DERSA @carnow.com, and my cell is 716-868-6034. Happy to connect and meet up with everybody, and look forward to seeing everybody and feeling everybody's energy that we get at that show every year.
Awesome. Yes, it is going to be a lot of fun. Ladies, thank you so much for taking the time to come jam with me today. I'm literally on my 2.5 hours straight, so this is awesome. See, Jordan, we can do it 24 hours.
We did it.
I'm confident we can do that. We just decided. It was funny. Jordan is like the best guy in the world, because like I texted him like 15 minutes before. I said, dude, I want to go live for 3 hours. You want to join me? He's like, oh yeah, sure.
And here we are, baby.
A break for sure.
Well, look, hey, we're so excited to see you guys literally here in like a week. So we will see you all soon. Thank you so much for taking the time to come jam with us today.
Wendy, thank you. Roxanne, thank you.
Thank you,
Bye, Wendy. Bye, Roxanne.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye.
Dude, Jeff Stearns, probably my favorite comment. Look at this. Yes, Jeff.
Yes, we're still on, Jeff. What do you want to do about it?
Dude, we had some great people on today.
We did. We had some great.
We had a ton of great people.
A ridiculous amount of great people. But I am tired. But I can see logistically, if we wanted to go like full marathon, like I think we could do it. You know what I mean?
It's
like
possible.
I think what I would do is like maybe like I do a few hours and you do a few hours, and then like we'll bring a few other people in and kind of spread it out.
That's
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, there's also like the opportunity to do it in a longer period with more people. So like, perfect example is I just saw it was Jess and Shasta. If I understand their stats correctly, they have 36 guests in 40 hours of time. It's a lot of people.
They went 40 hours straight.
So I think it's over 2 days is how they're doing that. That's probably what they're doing. It's like 18
I
one
want
day,
to go
18
straight.
the next
I
day.
actually want the world record for the longest automotive podcast. Can we do it?
Yeah. Let's see what the Guinness Book of World Records is. Is there one for that?
Well, it's got to be automotive. Probably
yeah.
Not.
I wonder
I'm
what
going to challenge everybody. I'm like, bring it. 36 hours. Let's go.
Well, let's see what the longest podcast is. Let's start with that one.
No, let's do that.
Longest podcast.
I think someone went live for like a month.
Oh, I could see that. I mean, if you just do it while you're sleeping, like, just leave it on.
I guess so.
Longest running video game podcast.
What was it?
Let's see. It doesn't tell you.
Doesn't tell you. Well, dude, hey, look, this has been fun.
Yeah, this has been great.
This has been a lot of fun. We had some great times. Hey, if for some magical reason you actually made it to 2 hours and 30
thanks for being here.
holy crap, you're an amazing
You did it.
You are a freaking rock star. Because like I'm tired because but no, look, we're so excited to see everybody out there. You know, you're gonna see me and Jordan kind of here, there, and everywhere. Please make sure you grab us, shake hands.
Yeah, come by, say hi.
Connect, come by, say hi. It is going to be a just whirlwind of events, and in the schedule's jam-packed, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So
yeah,
Jordan, I will
Jason,
talk to you soon, and
we did it.
This was fun. Thanks everyone. Have a good night.
Thanks everybody.
Bye. Talk to you later.